Previously, on Hunt for the Eldersword. After passing through the large tent city in the middle of the Iron Rift that served as some sort of encampment for the Watchful Ward, the military of Gomorrah, you headed northward on your special horses at full speed, hoping to gain time in your journey northeast towards Zenitha. After hearing deep, pulsating noises, you realize as you get closer that Digby is currently under siege, the flaming projectiles of the Watchful Ward being sent to the city. You decided it is best to avoid the area entirely and camp near the Spandrel stream across from Sithralin, an ancient forest. In the meantime, Gengar, eager for bodies to reanimate, investigated a farmhouse, finding the charred corpses of its inhabitants and grabbing one for his use. After a night's sleep near the river and a somewhat odd dream for Ruby, you headed on, the journey relatively uneventful until Ruby spotted cougars slinking in the tall grass. Alerting the rest of the group, she and you were all able to beat them. An argument broke out, however, as Dane and Gengar butt heads about the morality and necessity of reanimating dead creatures and humans. Dane seemingly coming out somewhat victorious, and Mishikal pleased with his progress and his fervor in her ideals. We pick up as you continue heading on the road northeast, a burnt elf farmer and charred cougar in tow. So, if I recall correctly, I don't remember exactly what time of the day we left off. But you guys are just heading, you have your cougar, who I believe, if I remember correctly, moves a bit slower than your ponies do.
By like
I was
10
assuming
feet.
was your kind of pace, because the horse is the fastest, but you guys were kind of going pony speed, I assume. And the elf farmer, Bernie, who is Bernie riding on?
Tabby.
He's on the cougar. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I remember that now. So yeah, it's just like 5 animals, 5 people. You guys are just heading northeast. You guys, I believe you guys had already picked up on your horses as we left off last time. I'll say it's actually pretty early in the morning. You guys had taken your rest a couple, let's say a good several miles outside of Digby to kind of avoid any sort of encounters. You were next to Spandrel Stream. You're kind of off the road. And I'd say you guys kind of encountered those cougars or so, probably pretty early in the morning, before noon or something like that. The weather outside is pretty chill. There's a calm breeze, kind of. It's overcast. It's not particularly bright outside, but it's not raining. It's not really all that chilly. I mean, it's an early October day, so it's not particularly terrible. A lot of you guys are used to cold weather, so it's not really affecting you all that much. You guys are headed towards. You're hoping to head towards Andur's Bane, correct? You had heard about it from Feel, a story about that city being destroyed by something and a crater being left in its place. That's where you guys are going?
Yep.
We know anything about this besides what he told us? Feel told us? Like, I feel like we might know a little bit about it, right?
Go ahead and roll me a history check. I would say Gengar and Gallus, if you want to as well. I'll say, Ruby, you've never been in this part of the country before, so I would say you wouldn't have any knowledge.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Hate to say it. That was a nice roll, Logan.
Thank you.
Aye.
Is it just those two rolling, or do you say me too?
You can too, because you all came by the area. Like, it is, those are pretty good rolls. As you have, when you rode down southwest towards Hellhall on this journey, this isn't next to the road. It is off, essentially the same way Digby is off the road. There was a road that would kind of split towards Digby or Dryden. These roads don't go straight through the towns. They kind of go off. And Andur's Bane is essentially the same thing. Where, because the city's so old, that road hasn't been kept. Like, there's no upkeep for that road, so it's not the same quality of road as you guys have been riding on, because those are main trade routes between main cities. you do have to go kind of out of your way to get there. And a lot of what you guys know, I would say, Gallus and Dane, is from what Fiel told you. There's very little knowledge about what actually was there, beyond the fact that it was in a city. And you can get the idea from the title Andur's Bane that it was an Anduin city. That's pretty much clear. Fiel made that clear to you guys. And Gengar, you would remember probably from having been in the Cliffs of the Anduin, interested in knowledge of all sorts. That it was Andur Majora, the capital and largest city by far of the entire Anduin Empire. So imagine Rome getting hit by something, a meteor, who knows what, and just everyone dying, and the impact that would have on an empire. Essentially, the only thing that was left from there were smaller cities all around for sure, but once that happened, the entire empire went in decline, and that was the end of the Anduin Empire soon after. The Cliffs of the Anduin was kind of one of their last strongholds to fall away from the Anduin Empire. So you have that knowledge about it. Even with that 20, that natural 20, no one, from what you have read, no one knows what hit the city. There's theories abound. Fiel kind of told you that some people think that it was just a chance meteor. No one knows what were the chances of that happening, where it hits exactly where it can do the most damage at the time. Some people think that it was dragons. Dragons were pretty prevalent in the Anduin and Elder empires, especially towards the end of the Anduin Empire. That some people think that a dragon got too greedy in other planes and came through the plane at an enormous speed and hit Anduin, perhaps, or Andur Majora, perhaps on purpose, perhaps on accident. No one knows. But because of all the resources that were revealed from being hit in the ground so deep, there was a city that was built on top of it, Andur Majora, that lasted for a little while. Once those resources essentially got they went through all those resources, that city also just turned into a ghost town, and as far as you know, no one has been living there since. It's essentially just a ghost town on top of ruins. So there isn't much there. So that's what you guys know about Andur's Bane, and Sophia kind of told you all about that, but you can kind of affirm what he was saying based off the fact that you've read a lot of this stuff, Gengar.
Okay.
And I'll have two of you, probably only the three of you again who rolled, because again you came by here. Give me a survival check to figure out how long it might take for you guys to get there, if you'd like to know. Health check. So is your survival?
Oh shit!
What's your survival bonus?
No, it's fine. I'll re-roll it. That was a 19, so it's probably not going to be as good. I literally misclicked it by 1. That sounds about right. That sounds way more accurate.
I will tell you guys that based off where you're at, and having written in together, you guys kind of talk it over about how long it would take, how long it took you guys when you came in. You could probably get to Andur's Bane before sundown, if you guys go at the pace you guys were going originally. So you could get there today, if you would like to get there today, and you can essentially get to the crater before sundown, and still have time probably to look around if you chose to. You guys can keep on riding on your horses. Keep on. Tabby is kind of falling behind. How do you want to deal with Tabby here, Gengar?
Tabby can she can stay behind and catch up whenever we stop. Let me just double check the spell really quick and see if I get too far away from it, if it causes any problems.
I think we kind of looked at that for when your guards were taken I don't think we saw a range on it for how you don't know if they hear you, but you can.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
If it's within 60 feet, you can command them. But I think if you can command them at some point to do something, they will keep doing it until they have no reason not to.
Or until they become dead again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
you can
as long
cast
as-
that early in
as
the morning
long-
to get the cougar, so you
Yeah.
still have time on that.
as long as Tabby just does what I tell her to do, which is to follow us, she will still follow us.
Okay. Yeah, and she'll probably
And
just
we
follow.
don't have. I don't feel like we should wait for them. Like, it's our journey. If they catch up and help in the last second, that's fine.
Right. Okay. So you guys are just heading northeast along the road?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Since this seems to be the thing you do, Ruby, do you want to go ahead and give me a perception bonus or perception roll, please?
Yep.
You'll get your +4 advantage because you are in grassland. We'll say someone was helping you, so that's a 23 at least. A 21 or 23. Your ride is very uneventful. For the most part, you get the idea that a lot of people are staying away from this part of Fair Morith because of everything going on with Digby. And you actually kind of remember, Gengar, rumors, legends of, because of what happened at Andur Majora, there might be some sort of curse around the area. People are very wary about going into the crater or around the crater. There may have been treasure hunters looking for something that may have remained either from Andur Majora or what was left from Andur Minora when everyone left. But there's a bit of a stigma around the area, and so combining that with the fact that there's a war going on to the southwest, this is people don't often find their way around these parts. If they're traveling, they have to go through. This is the main road southwest. So they have to go through this way, but they do it quickly. They don't often. There are some people that you do pass by, but they're pretty. They got their mission. They're locked on. They're going where they need to go. So you can bug them if you'd like, but for the most part, everyone just kind of gives you a berth. They kind of.
I give them the stink eye right back.
Okay. Do you want to roll me an intimidation check?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay, yeah, do you do this to everybody, or is there certain people in particular that you're going to be stink-eyeing? I mean, they're not looking at you particularly, like, these aren't people, they're not treating you the way you were being treated in Gamorreca, so they're not like, doing a whole, like, curved detour around you or anything like that, but...
Yeah. No, I'm just scowling at them, just give them a little round, dirty look.
Most of the people see that and then just kind of like immediately avert their eyes back to where they're going if they had peeked at you and just kind of they definitely don't want to mess with you at all. You're decked out in like what, plate or chainmail, so like
Chainmail, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're on these super nice horses. You got all these pals around you. They don't want to mess with you, so no one does.
Good.
But yeah, besides that, your entire trip is uneventful. You do, as it's getting probably to around, we'll say our time, around 5 o'clock or so, maybe 5, 6 o'clock. The sun is starting to go down in the east. It's not quite in your eyes, but you do get to a point where there's this old wooden post sticking out of the ground that has kind of wooden arrows. You see one that's pointing southwest that says Digby, the way you were going, or coming from the way you're going. You see one that says Dryden, an even bigger one that says Zenitha, and you see one that's going perpendicular to both of those. It says in very distressed letters. You can barely make out what it says, but you see 2 lines of text. You see one that says Andur Minora, and Gengar, I believe, only you can understand the second line that says Andur Menorah as well, but in Draconic.
Yes.
You can speak
Correct.
Draconic, right? Okay.
Correct.
You guys can't speak Draconic, right? For you.
Nope.
Nay.
No.
Well,
So
look,
you were at this crossroads.
we're almost there, guys.
Aye. Do we have to hurry so we can get there before nightfall?
Do you guys want to take a detour? Go see Andor's Bane?
Or gloaming, apparently, as twilight or dusk in Scottish slang, which I just looked up.
Yeah, gloaming. It's getting close to the gloaming right now. So yeah, it's I definitely have a purplish kind of tint to behind you. Purplish kind of tint behind you. So it's a nice, cool. It's getting kind of orangey, goldish on the eastern side. So there's still a good amount of daylight left for you guys.
I think we should check it out. It's on the way. We've heard interesting things about it. Might be able to find some sort of treasure that might help us.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking out. I've never actually seen it myself in person.
It'd be nice to say, I've been there, I know what it looks like.
Aye, and it's right there.
I mean, we're never going to get another chance. It's so close.
Just so, I don't know if it's been mentioned before, but just keep an eye out, stay alert for any curses, maybe, because that might be a thing.
Good to know.
Care to elaborate?
Well, you know, there's a history in the area of people being wary about the area. I don't know how truthful these reports are, but the area could well be cursed. So, or just
your boom's
superstition.
out the window.
What?
Your boom's out the window.
My boom is out. Do you know what
Out
he's
the window?
what
What?
he's talking about?
Apparently that means you are talking rubbish, as in Scottish slang.
Robert discovered the internet, and so God.
Oh,
You guys are gonna need a translator. Does someone here also speak Scottish? Because you're gonna need someone that's mediator between Gallus and everyone.
Orcish in this universe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do I speak Infernal? Is that close to Scottish?
It's not quite there. Well, actually, what script is Orcish? It's Dwarvish, right?
It's Dwarvish script, yeah.
No, and you don't have to roll for this. Infernal, is there are no languages spoken by people in the common world that are based off of the Infernal language. So
Dane might know, though, because it's based off of his Dwarven language.
Yeah, maybe.
do you want to roll me an insight check to see if you know? Would that be? I'll let you do an insight check to see if you know these slang terms that Gallus says. Yes, you spent a lot of time in the Cliffs of the Anduin, which isn't at all an Orcish town or really a Dwarvish town at all. But you've dealt with dwarves, and there is history between dwarves and orcs that you know of, and has kind of been explained previously. You know, there's a big war between the two races. Some of those, and because of the way the dwarvish script has actually, I guess you'd know this a little bit having researched religion. That just go ahead and give me a religion check actually as well. I won't give you too much information.
I did not mean to just fuck up Matt's campaign completely by doing this, but
So you're a cleric and you have a -1. Okay.
I really want to know this, okay?
So despite
He's very knowledgeable about this one god.
despite for some reason, so you know that Mishakal is one of the good gods. You have sort of gotten glimpses of information in your studies as a cleric that languages that mortals speak. So like Dwarvish or Orcish, and especially the scripts themselves, like Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish, Orcish, all those ones that have that same script, were descended from other earlier scripts. So Orcish and Dwarvish, and I think was a Giant, they all kind of stem from this one original language. So there's a lot of commonalities between all of them. And especially given locationally from all the mountains in Zenithah, Harzeg Hall, that kind of thing. And I want to say, is Gnomish Dwarvish script as well? I don't know where this is in the, but Gnomish is also Dwarvish. So having been in an area, there's a lot of Dwarvish kind of remnants from script and speech that it all gets kind of tossed around. They all kind of stem from a lot of the same area. And you know that, so that's why you are able to pick up on these things that Gallus is saying, because it's kind of a more ancient kind of thing than just being Orcish or Dwarvish.
I get what you're saying, Gallus.
God.
Did not do it. I just thought it'd be fun to help me get the accent down.
No, I think it does.
It's beautiful.
Right. So be on the lookout for curses.
Let's do this.
Yes.
All right, so you guys are heading. I guess it'd be kind of like northwestern. Like you're essentially taking a T kind of. You're going off in one direction. You guys are heading that way.
Yeah.
Atop your horses. Okay. So as you go that way, it takes you probably about 30 or so minutes to get to Andur, towards Andur, Bane, and you can see immediately that this is a hilly kind of area. There's not like giant mounds that are approaching kind of like mountain size or anything like that, but you guys are the road kind of takes you up and around and kind of down, and you can definitely see as you're approaching some of the higher hills that you're on, a more craggy, sharp-looking hill that starts forming essentially like the rim of something, kind of like a bowl. Essentially, you guys you haven't seen a crater before, really, so you don't really know exactly what you're looking for. But you can tell that this is standing out, and with Gengar's intelligence, he's able to figure out pretty quickly that this is what we're talking about. And so as the road approaches, you're actually going to have to go up the lip, and then you're going to go down into the bowl itself via some means, whether you can just ride your horses down or what. But as you guys are approaching, the road does climb the mound or the rim of the bowl, and you guys can take a stop and take a look at the top if you'd like. See what you guys see. You're essentially on top of this crater edge right now.
Yeah, we'll
take a
look at the scenic
Aye.
view.
Okay. Anyone who wants to, go ahead and roll me a perception check to see what you see.
That's all you
Great
guys.
start.
That's all you guys. Gallus doesn't really look for shit. That's not his thing. I wouldn't make a perception check. I haven't. Not my thing. All you guys.
All right, so
We are like the tourists that go to a really fancy place and just look at everything through their phones.
Oh no!
So as it's starting to get a little bit darker right now, it is still kind of overcast. So there's sun kind of giving you light from your guys' right and kind of to the back area-ish a little bit. It starts to rain a little bit. Not heavy, kind of like what it was when you guys were leaving the Iron Rift. It's enough to just like it starts clinking on some of your armor and stuff like that, but nothing miserable. And you guys, you're distracted by something, maybe just being overwhelmed by what you see. Something completely new to you guys. Ruby, you don't see too much beyond the fact that you do see what is essentially the ruins of a city at the base of this crater. This crater, looking across, it's probably, I want to say, let's see, I'm definitely not looking something up to get a sort of idea of how far across a typical crater is. It's probably close to a mile across. If not bigger, mile and a half, maybe even 2 miles. It's hard to see with the way the rain is. The rain is kind of obscuring your vision that far. So you can't really get a perfect idea of how far it is, but this is a big crater. And like I said, you do see looks like a small city. It's probably about the size what's left now. Probably it's bigger than Danderfield. Probably about twice the size of Danderfield. Danderfield is a pretty small town. This is a nice size up. But you don't see what look like roofs. You don't see what look like it's broken down walls from what you can see at this distance. And it's actually interesting as you're looking down, because of the fact that they are at the bottom of a bowl, water would be a problem in a city like this. So what they have done essentially is the Anduin have mounded up a little area at the bottom of the crater, built their city on top of that, and a small kind of like moat is formed. So it seems like it's been raining. It's hard to say if this is like a constant moat or if it kind of, as it rains, the moat is filled. As it stops raining, a drought kind of happens and the water seeps into the ground and goes away. It's hard to say right now, but there is water surrounding this town essentially. There doesn't seem to be, from what you can tell, an access over it. But you just see essentially an empty city surrounded by water in the bottom of a bowl.
Do you think the acoustics here would be great? Like, can you imagine performing here and just banging it out to a concert? Wouldn't that be amazing, Gengar?
Never mind that. Don't you think there are so many bones down there? It's got to be riddled with bones.
I don't know if the bones would still be like. When was the last time anyone came down here? Like, wasn't this a long time ago? Do bones stay intact for that long?
Oh, you're ruining this moment for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's so many bones down there for you to do what you do. Maybe if you animate them, I could play them a concert, and then I could get the feeling like I'm selling out that whole city.
I'm sure the acoustics are fantastic too.
Do you know how we're going to cross the little river moat thing?
Well, hopefully this road leads to some sort of incline or bridge. Just spitballing here. Because this did used to be a functioning city on top of the ruins of a city.
I might be able to take one person across, but that's just me and one, and I don't think that's very safe.
I can cast Water Walk as a ritual.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
That sounds like a much better idea.
Alright, yeah. Well, we've got our plan A and we've got our plan B. Oh, it's beautiful though.
What's beautiful? The city?
Yeah.
Imagine the civilization that was here. Can you imagine just living your day, getting fish or whatever you do, and then you just, boom, this happens.
Could happen.
They probably didn't see it
time.
coming.
Nope.
I think the phrase is "souks to souk."
Yeah, something like that.
There's no Scottish slang for sucks to suck.
I don't. There probably is. I'm looking on the website, but that's the first thing I could come up with.
Souks to souk. Indeed. Oh. Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go down there.
So I will say, Okay, before you guys head down, Ruby, with your 13, you do get a glimpse of something that you've never seen before, and I don't think any of you guys also would. And with your 2 and 5, you're having a lot of difficulty to actually see this. You do see what looks like off to your kind of right, as you're kind of scanning the area. A pretty big, like again, the colors are kind of muted the way the rain is falling. You see what looks like a pretty, like a weird dark. A huge dark splotch to the northeast of this crater. Kind
like
of
on the ground?
Yeah. So the ground is kind of like a dark splotch, and it just goes and goes for the to the northeast as far as you can see. But from this distance and with your roll, you're not able to determine what at all that is. But as you guys look down to start heading in here, you do see. Again, the remnants of that road that you guys took in. It seems like I said, it hasn't been kept up, so it's not in a particularly great condition. And it seems like perhaps some of the rocky edges of this crater have essentially fallen, kind of like tumbled in, and has ruined this road a little bit. So what I want you all to do is to give me... Do you guys have access to your horses?
I would assume we brought them up here with us.
Yes.
No, I mean like in your character sheet. Are you able to access the horse character sheet?
This says riding horse.
Yeah, under monsters is riding horse.
But if you click it, it doesn't do anything. Like it's just a picture.
Yeah.
Maybe if I let you guys edit and control it.
That'll
open it now.
That'll do it.
Okay. I would like... You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to have you 4 give me animal handling checks to see how well you can steer your horses, because it's a bit rocky. It's not perfect quality of road. Let's see how well you guys can ride your horses down this road.
Let's go! I called my horse the wrong name, and I learned not to do that ever again.
Damn, okay. So, I mean... Ruby, you've ridden a pony before. I mean, you've been on a horseback before. It's not a problem for you. Dane, you somehow just have a knack for it, apparently. You have an innate connection, it seems, through your connection with Mishakal to Nerion?
My horse, his name is, Nerion.
And then, Gallus, you have Tathor. It seems like for some reason...
I do.
You guys have a pretty innate connection with your horses, your special horses, and it doesn't take you. Your horses are kind of able. They're smart horses. They're able to kind of get their footfalls in the right spots. As they've probably been. It seems like maybe they've been through terrain like this before. It's not new to them, and so they're able to get down the hill pretty seamlessly. It doesn't take them a very long time. Gengar, you, it seems, do not have a full grasp over. I believe you have Beorca.
Yep, Beorca.
So it takes him a little bit longer to get down the hill, and at one point it seems like he steps on dirt that's a lot either slicker or loose than he thinks it is going to be. And you're not able to identify it right away, and so he starts slipping and starts kind of sliding sideways down the hill. I want you to give me a dexterity check, a saving throw, to see if you can stay atop him.
Whoa. Easy there now.
Yeah, so you're able to, you kind of get the reins, you kind of put your foot into the back of your heel, kind of into his haunch, and he kind of, he does this weird kind of like jerky leap as he kind of pushes off the dirt and kind of catches himself as he's going down, and so you're able to stabilize Beorca, and you guys are all essentially able to. It takes you a little while. It's like I said, it's a deep pit. This thing is probably, I don't know, 500 feet deep. So it takes you a little while because you want to be. I assume you're going slow. You're not trying to sprint down this hill.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you a while to get down there.
Probably by this time, Tabby and Bernie have caught up.
They're definitely getting probably close. You guys did travel a lot, so they're a little bit behind, but
okay.
You're not able to identify their presence just yet. It takes you a couple minutes, but you guys are able to descend down into the bowl, and it does keep. It seems like it descends to a point almost. It's not like a perfectly smooth bottom. So it's still going to take you a couple minutes at least to get to the little moat that surrounds Andur Menorah. So you guys can go ahead and do that. As you guys are going, someone give me a perception check.
I'll do it.
Ruby, you're the best. Do it.
Yeah, Gallus isn't about making perception checks. That's not how he lives his life.
Okay, another 13. You're seeing a lot more of what you saw earlier, just in more detail. So you're able to identify a little bit more closely this moat. As you are, and you see again a lot of crumbled walls. You don't see any sort of movement at all. As you're looking around, you're kind of scanning what you can see of the walls. There's no walls of the city itself. Seems like perhaps maybe they were using the fact that they're in this deep crater as protection itself. You see again broken walls. Like I said, no movement or anything like that. But you guys essentially start. You approach the moat, and you guys can do what you'd like to try to get across this moat. It's probably about 30 or 40 so feet across. But probably more around 50. And it just seems to go around. It just rings around the city and disappears behind the mound.
Are we planning on taking our horses in?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, why not? I am thinking I can cast water walk on us and the horses. Then we can all just walk across.
All right. I see no reason this won't work. I trust you.
Okay, give me a couple minutes. I'm casting this as a ritual, so I don't have to use a spell slot.
I still can't believe Gallus. I found like the definition of Gallus. It's like I got that word from an old English translator.
Okay.
Unwilling creatures.
Or not arrogant.
How long does it take you to ritual cast that, Justin?
I think it's 10 minutes is ritual cast.
Okay, so you guys are just standing. What do you guys want to do while Dane is doing his ritual casting for 10 minutes of this spell?
Try to calm my horse down, let it know that we're gonna be okay. Just make sure it's prepared to walk across the water.
Okay. Ruby, Gengar, you guys doing anything, or just kind of just sitting around waiting?
I think just sitting around waiting.
Okay.
Just kind of looking around.
Yeah.
Gengar is actually kind of interested in the ritual casting, so he's paying close attention to what Dane is doing.
So we're at the bottom, right?
You're essentially at almost the lowest point of this bowl. So the city, it seems like, was built almost exactly in the center of this bowl. From what you guys can tell, it's hard to see. I mean, distance-wise, exactly where you guys are. But you're essentially at the bottom. They've mounded this city up in some way, built it up a little bit from the base of this bowl, and then the moat goes around you. It's like it's pretty stagnant water. It seems like it's not flowing any which way. It's not flowing to somewhere. It's just kind of chilling out.
All right, so
the rain is kind of like plinking off.
So it's not a good idea. We're not trying to announce ourselves. I can't get like one song in, guys, just to hear what it would sound like.
I don't know, honestly. What do you two think?
Can you do a quiet, more on the
No,
quiet
there's-
side?
Quiet
There's
bagpipes.
no way. I'm thinking this would be like an amphitheater. Look, like I'll turn around and like look to see if it's like going up. It's okay. Maybe on our way out.
Yeah, maybe on the way out.
On the way out.
Yeah, it's a better idea.
All
Although
right.
I'm ready for that to happen when it happens. That's gonna be fantastic.
I'm just envisioning this as a giant concert arena. Like my head's been in the clouds this whole time.
Lots of cats.
All right, we will say Dane is able to spend his 10 minutes to cast Water Walk on you guys, and I'm assuming you're including all 8 of you that are currently present.
Yep.
Okay. And you guys start walking across the river, the moat, essentially.
Yep.
All right, as you guys step out, as your horses start to step out onto the water, they walk across it as if it was grass or the dirt you have been walking on, and they are able to kind of just slowly walk across it.
Matt, do you think Tabby will be able, or both zombies? Do you think they'll just like walk down under the water and just come across? All right, like
Probably that, or depending on how deep it is, Tabby could probably swim with Bernie on his back.
okay.
We'll find out if they are
They're
able
not
to.
gonna. It's not like they're gonna drown or anything.
Yeah. We'll see if they're able to ford this river.
There's just no
Isn't that
reason.
like Walking Dead?
Yeah. What are the Walking Dead rules? Do they swim or float or what?
They
Do I walk around
go
underwater?
ahead. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check with advantage, because you're pretty well versed in the world of the undead.
Hello. There it is. Oh.
Best of your
Wow.
knowledge, what you can understand, they do just walk on the bottom of the whatever body of water they are currently walking through or under or across.
Perhaps it's an experiment to explore further.
Perhaps. So as you guys you walk towards the city, again, a lot of what Ruby may have been describing to you guys, you start seeing now. You see a lot of broken apart stone walls. You can definitely see what looks like the outline of buildings themselves. There are still maybe some stone walls with wooden lintels across the top that are holding up at least a semblance of the wall, and a doorway is apparent. Some of them, it's clear that the opening to what used to be a building is just that the wall is no longer there anymore. But you can get an idea, kind of a semblance. There is a distinction between roads and buildings. There's not a whole lot, though, laying around in the streets themselves. There is kind of some undergrowth and some kind of gnarly-looking branches, kind of some sickly-looking bushes. It doesn't seem like the soil around here is particularly all that good for growing things, from what you can tell. But it is essentially a ghost town. There's no one around that you can see or really hear. It's just kind of silent. It does kind of give you. It's a bit spooky.
The music.
It's starting to get kind of dark. The sun is starting to again go down the east. It's getting closer towards actual dusk at this point. The gloaming is near. So what do you guys want to do now that you're in this town?
I like to cast Detect Magic.
Detect
Good
magic.
idea.
Okay.
Good idea.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Golf clap.
Thank you.
That,
Thank you.
Dan approves.
Hold
30-foot
on.
radius? Okay. So as you are entering the town and you cast Detect Magic, you do not get any sort of pings, or you're not getting any sort of identifying magical feature
Okay.
where you are right now.
No sign of curses anywhere yet, folks. I will probably cast this again as we continue into the city. Well, I still have 10 minutes on it, so.
Now, here is a question. Do we want to look for any... do we want to take time to look for anything while we're in here, or are we just traveling towards the middle?
I think we can keep our eyes out as we're traveling towards the middle, like you said.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not looking for anything in particular.
All right. What's his name? Give me a second. I got it right here. I took the best notes of all time, guys.
I've peeked at them. They're very good.
Take the best notes. What the hell is that guy's name? We've already said it.
Phil?
Yeah. Phil kind of gave us the history that this civilization was before the Elder, so I don't expect to find any Elder-related things, but maybe they have had history of it because it was much closer in the timeline, but I doubt anything survived.
I will correct you, Robert. They came after the Elders.
Oh, they came... Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Like, they came after the Elders, but, like, they were much closer to the Elder civilization than we were. But, yeah, I don't expect to find any Elder-related stuff in here, is what I was trying to convey.
Well, that might be the case, but I would be happy if we found any sort of magical item or treasure at all.
Or if we get anything, we can use it to, like, as, like, trade barter, if someone's really interested in the Andur.
Absolutely.
That's a good idea.
So, you guys are just kind of walking around then? Trying to...
Is there, like, a central... Because, so, like, my understanding is we, like, crossed the moat, right? And we're on, like, the outskirts of this raised area that's a ghost town. Is there, like, a center that has, like, bigger buildings or, like...
Does anything catch our eye, kind of?
Does anything look like a Capitol building, right? You know what I mean? Or, like, a ruins of something that looks worth of investigating? I guess would
go
be...
ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, super good at these, like I said. There it is, perception. Holy shite!
Nice.
There we go.
I told you Gallus doesn't... when Gallus looks.
As Gallus is kind of looking around, a lot of these buildings, like I said, are completely crumbled. But you do kind of, despite the rain coming down, despite the darkness coming upon you, you do see what looks like a building that is a fair bit taller than the rest around where you are right now. It's a bit further away from you, so it's still, it's kind of like the remnants of a tower, almost. That's a good, what you think are kind of like city blocks from you. So it's a bit farther away from you, but all you see is just a bit of stone that's taller than everything else.
I will point that out and be like, the other base bit, Denny over there.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
looks pretty important to me.
if there is anything I'm going to guess, it's in there. Or citizens. They never heard any sweet bagpipe music.
Let's go check it out then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's as good as any other building to start looking.
So as you guys are walking towards the center of what you believe is the center of this town, in the streets, you kind of see what look like to be remnants of... There are bones, essentially. You don't see any full skeletons. You mainly see like what would be a foot and a leg here, or maybe an arm kind of strewn across the middle of a door threshold. Maybe you're lucky and you see a spine with some ribs attached, kind of leaning up against a door, just sitting on the ground, leaning up against a wall, maybe. But from what you can tell, it seems like from what you don't see full bodies unless you want to do a full investigation check to see if you can find a full body or anything like that, or if you want to pop into any of these buildings. But as you guys get towards the center of town, nothing really catches your guys' eyes. I will say, Robert, with your check that I'll kind of hold as you guys are walking through, out of the corner of your eye, you do get some really quick movement. Just kind of out of the corner of your left eye, you just get some movement real quick.
I will. Is who's the closest one in the party next to me? Is it Gallus, probably? Or not Gallus, Gengar? I'm fucking Gallus.
I would be behind.
Yeah, if you guys want to give me if you guys want to give me a marching order, that could help. So Gallus is in front, then Gengar.
I could be third. You want to cover our rear, Ruby?
Guess.
I mean, I thought Ruby was in our front.
It's up to you guys.
That was our
Unload.
marching. That was our marching order when we were going to like Danderfield, as we had her in the front.
Okay. So it's a little different now.
Yeah, because me and who else did the perception?
Gengar did.
Yeah,
but
so
it
I'm
was
guessing.
shit.
Yeah, well, no, I'm guessing that means we're at the front then.
I guess it would make sense that I'm in the front because I have the detect magic radius on me right now.
Right, and I'd probably want to go in front of you just to make sure you don't get one
Okay.
shot. So that would make sense to me, right? I will turn my head and be like, we're not alone. Careful. I'll try to like whisper to you.
What's that supposed to mean? Like,
There's something here. I saw a movement. I don't think it's a
Oh.
curse. I don't know it's a creature, but I'm trying to like be hush about it. Like, keep your eyes out.
Can Dane and Ruby hear you?
Yeah, move it. Pass the message back.
Oh, all right.
I'm still not getting any pings, am I?
Nope, not within your 30 feet. You're not.
Okay.
So I
Something's here.
turn back and I go,
Gallus sees something in the shadows. It isn't magical, but I don't know what it is. Just keep your cool and pass it down.
I'm gonna turn to Ruby and be like, Gallus sees something in the shadows. Be on the lookout.
The worst game of telephone of all time.
right.
Get the gist of it down.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I will keep my hand on my weapon as we're
Okay.
moving. Which
Okay,
is
so
a two-handed weapon, I'm pretty sure, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's a two-handed weapon, so I'm just going to pull it out.
Okay. So you pull out your great sword.
Yep, I'm just walking with it, but I have it.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just walking?
I was just still walking, right? But I just have it. I wasn't trying to like hide anything because we weren't.
I mean, are you guys trying to stealth walk? Is what I'm asking. Are you trying not to give off any sort of sound, or are you just walking to the center of the?
I
thought
don't.
we were still on our horses.
Yeah, are we on our horses?
Oh, okay. So you get us on your horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to make your horses walk stealthily, or are you just
I don't
walking
think we were.
down the road?
I don't think it's going to do us any good, guys. I think we just traveled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we weren't trying to be sneaky. So
No, I don't think we were at all.
Nope.
I think we were just chilling. Also, it helped to detect magic range, right? Like, we want to make sure that gets the most range out of it can.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you guys just keep on walking. Gals, you've got your greatsword out in front. Doesn't take you very long. Like I said, it's not a very large city. It's bigger than Danerfield, but it's still not like. It's not even close to Zenitha. It's not even close to Stinta. It's not. It's maybe, from what you know about Digby, maybe similar to Digby. So it doesn't take you long to get to this tower that you saw, and there isn't much left. As you're gonna have to curl around. So you're on the way you enter towards this tower is the opposite side from what you saw, Gallus. This side doesn't look nearly as good as the other side. I mean, none of these buildings look good, but there is kind of there's a slight bit of like moss kind of growing in between the mortar joints of the stone. A lot of the stonework here is pretty well crafted, despite the fact that it's fallen over. That's probably just due to the fact that it's over time, tremors in the earth, whatever. Activity has happened here to plop over a lot of these walls, but a lot of the tower seems to be the sturdiest thing that survived. But as you kind of get in the front here, it's probably maybe I'll say a 60 by 40 base building. It's got some kind of like smaller kind of segments, but like it's like kind of like a 40 by 40 tower that goes up at least like 20 or 30 feet higher than the rest of the buildings surrounding it. That's partially still there. But in the front here, there's just kind of a small cave-in of the wall that's serving as an entryway kind of right now.
Is it
small? There's some smaller buildings kind of around this little. It's kind of like a small square of sorts. You see like a small like campfire, like a ring of stones that kind of has like a fire there. It seems like maybe at one point it might have been a well. You can see a small post on one side. It doesn't look like a well anymore though. So you guys are standing on your horses kind of in the middle of this town square. Gengar, you still aren't getting any pings from where you are at currently. So you're not getting any. You still got some time left on your detect magic though.
Mm-hmm.
Is the gap into the tower look like it would fit us and our horses, or do we have to leave our horses on the outside of this tower?
You would definitely have to leave your horses on the outside of the tower. There is still like some of the stone, the way it's kind of the grout and the mortar has kind of solidified over time. It's still kind of like arching. It's a rough arch. It's not a door anymore. But a lot of the stone is kind of still holding together by just sheer gravity, it seems at this point.
Sure. Then I'll recommend to the group, I'll be like, if we want to investigate, we can park our rides by the whale. I can stand guard by them if you'd like to go in, but I don't think we're all going to be able to. Our horses won't be able to join us, and I'm worried about those things that I saw.
Is there like a hitching post or something?
Well, I was thinking the
So we
well
all
would
go-
be something. Yeah, I was thinking the well we could hook them up to.
Yeah, sure.
The old
Something
the
so
old
we can
well.
all go in. I don't want us to split up.
Sure, but I'm worried about our horses being trapped next to the well with the things that I saw.
I wouldn't want to tie up Beorka. I think he's a smart pony and he will do what's necessary to keep him living.
You got a good point.
We could keep them, just chill them there, and then if we hear something come out, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I forgot
Yeah.
that these horses are smarter than normal horses, so.
Yeah, they're super horses. All right, I think I'll go in last. I'll take one last look around, and then follow you in.
Okay. I do want to be up front, but I don't want to be up front. You know what I mean? So someone else take the lead.
I can lead the pack.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
follow
so-
them.
I'm just gonna burn up the rear. Make sure the horses are okay before I go in. Make sure they look like they can move or get away if they have to. I'm worried about those things that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are getting off your horses. You're gonna tie them up. Is that what you're doing, or just?
No, we're gonna just tell them to stay, or
Okay.
if something attacks them, make noise and run away, and we'll come out. But we're gonna leave them around the well, I think, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay,
That's a landmark we can come back and find.
gotcha. And so you guys are off your horses. Doing what exactly?
Going into the tower, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dane, you are leading the pack. Who is following? Is the order?
Me, second.
And me.
Ruby, and then Gallus in the rear. Okay.
Aye.
Okay. So as you guys enter into this space, it's starting to get pretty dark, and while there is still kind of light, essentially, kind of coming in, just essentially just ambient moonlight was peeking through. Most of you guys have dark vision, correct? Ruby, I think you're the only one that doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing to light it up is the problem.
I got it.
Are you just waltzing right into the room, Dane?
I'd say I'm a little cautious, but I'm not sneaking.
Dane.
Okay.
Dane,
Go
do you
ahead. And... Oh, sorry. Go.
Dane, do you have any light spells?
Do I?
I
do.
don't.
Kablamo. That's a cantrip.
What are you casting it on?
I'll cast it on my Warhammer,
Okay.
and I have it out.
Very good. So the bright light of Mystical, beautiful emblem is kind of glowing off the
Can it shine
Warhammer.
blue?
I think you can make it.
Oh, yep, it's color is you like.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you
we
got
do.
a kind of eerie blue light going.
A little bit.
It illuminates the space, so all four of you can kind of see. And as you step into the doorway, Gengar, you do get a very small kind of ping to your, often to your right, kind of like 2 o'clock essentially. You get a small ping of transmutation magic.
Folks, I got my first magic ping. There's something at our 2 o'clock. Transmutation magic. 30 feet away. Is
Should
it
we
just
move in?
wall right now, Matt?
Huh?
Is it just the wall?
It's essentially kind of in the ground, in the corner of this main entry. It's kind of like what looks like some sort of. There's no furniture or anything left. It's just essentially kind of on loose stone chunks, kind of blocks of the remaining floor, essentially mixed with dirt and some small kind of weeds that are trying to grow through. And it's just kind of off into the corner of what looks like maybe some sort of entry kind of administration area for some sort of this tower. It seems like this is some sort of like main hall for the town from what you can gather from its height and its importance. But
what were you going to say, Dane?
I say, should we start moving towards it?
I think we can check it out. Yeah. Seems to be static.
Yeah, let's do it.
all right. Whoever wants to investigate this detect magic area. I mean, only Gengar knows where the detect magic is coming from, but whoever would like to investigate can investigate for whatever the source of this magic is.
I'm not good at that. I'm assuming you're pretty good at that, Gengar, right?
Investigation. Yes, I am. All right, I'll go. Back me up, though, will you?
Yeah, I'm here and ready.
Okay. I will creep towards the magical item, magical thing.
Okay. Creep is in like trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, because I don't know what the heck's going on yet.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. All right. From what you can tell, you don't seem to be making a whole lot of noise. You seem to be you're small. You don't make a whole lot of noise to begin with. So you start creeping over there. Go ahead and give me an investigation check to see if you can kind of rifle through it. All right. So
Hey.
Gengar starts investigating. What are the rest of you guys doing while Gengar is investigating?
I'm marveling as investigation skills.
So you're just watching him. Ruby and Gallus, what are you guys doing in the back?
I would like to keep my eyes on the doorway.
Okay. I will say that the doorway that you guys came in.
Yeah. The doorway.
Okay, because there is another kind of opening completely across from that that seems to open out to a smaller kind of like alley. It's hard to tell from where you guys are. That is also essentially just the wall having fallen in. So there are essentially two ways into this room from what you guys can tell.
I'd like to be watching out for at the other side from where everyone else is, just to keep look.
Okay. So you got this kind of blue-ish kind of hue kind of illuminating the room somewhat. Is it bright light or is it dim light? Bright light, okay.
It's bright light.
So it's essentially lighting up this entire space. So you guys were able to get a pretty good visual on what is going on outside of at least at the doorways. Both of you two that are watching the door, give me a perception check for me, please.
Oh, yes.
As you're kind of rifling, it doesn't take you very long actually with that roll. Jesus fucking Christ! As you're investigating through the dirt, you kind of lift up a rock and you see this kind of like small crevice where it seems like something has fallen in. It's probably only like a maybe 1 or 2 inch wide little crevice that kind of goes through here. And you see what looks like it looks like a ring. And this ring is what is giving off this transmutation energy.
The ring of power.
So you can, so you're able to, because you're a small hand, you're able to kind of reach in and grab it. And you pull it out, and so you have a small, it's pretty unassuming. It's kind of like maybe like kind of like a silvery kind of maybe like nickel quality to the actual ring's craft, and then it has like a very small kind of green, a deep kind of green gem, just kind of inlaid right in the band itself.
Funny how something so small. I'm gonna.
How?
Do I have any rings right now? I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on.
Oh shit! Just straight to fucking.
Just fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know I have.
Fuck it.
As a student of magic, I know I have to attune to something.
This could like kill you instantly, but it's fine.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Okay. So what finger are you putting it on? Just for
oh
the sake of it?
Jesus!
I'm just curious.
The ring finger.
Left hand,
Okay.
right hand.
My right hand.
Okay, as you put it on your ring finger in your right hand, you don't notice any change. And anything around you, your perception of anything, nothing seems to change as you put this ring on. You feel just like typical old Gengar.
But I know for sure it's magical.
Yes, it is. The item is. It's getting very close to the end of your detect magic, and you still can see the slight glow of the transmutation magic here.
Okay.
So as you two are looking, so Gengar, you're kind of investigating the ring a little bit. Dane, you're watching. All of a sudden, Ruby, Robert, you're looking at Gallus, you're looking at the front door. Ruby, you're looking kind of towards that back door area.
Yeah.
You get a glimpse out of the corner of your eye of something somewhat spectral that just pops up right behind Robert. And it touches Robert. And Robert, I need you
Oh
to
no!
roll me A charisma saving throw, please.
Charisma? That's my best saving throw. Except I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
So Ruby, as you turn to look at Gallus, out of you barely catch a glimpse of it. It's just essentially just the light moving in a very weird way, just faintly. You turn, and all of a sudden, you can get for a split second. You get for a split second as you see this sort of spectral form go inside Gallus's body. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh,
here we go.
Oh no.
Let me bring up the initiative tab here.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Do you need us to click ourselves?
Yeah.
Yes, I am going to put you on a map here for just a second.
It's okay, guys. You'll be fine. It's just, you'll be fine. I'm a support.
Reveal where you guys are.
It'll be fine.
We're doing great, guys.
No one's wearing metal armor, right? That's my best spell.
Okay. Well, hopefully
Chainmail's
I
metal
think so.
armor, so yeah, I'm wearing that.
Chainmail. Ooh, that's not gonna be what you want to wear.
you guys can plop yourselves wherever you believe you were as you were. So Gengar, I'm gonna put you. You were very close to right here. That's where the item was in that corner. Dane, you were pretty close. Ruby, Ruby, are you able to control your character?
No.
Damn
So
it.
is this the entrance we came in right here?
You came in the bottom left one, yes.
Yeah. I imagine.
Okay,
I'm close,
so-
right.
So all of this is the road.
Dude, our horses are huge.
Yeah.
They're large creatures, so
Yeah.
Even the ponies?
I believe ponies are medium. So yeah, I'll change
Oh, okay.
two of them to be.
But you guys are small, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Are ponies? Yeah, ponies are medium. Okay. So Gallus is suddenly overtaken. So you guys can go ahead and roll me your initiative.
Yeah, I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
okay. That's a shitty initiative roll, so that's ideal.
You saw mine, right? Like, what? Want to trade?
I mean, I didn't beat out the other two.
So
Any word on my zombie friends?
you don't detect anything about their presence as of right now.
Okay.
Whose turn does it go on? I guess it's. I guess it goes on.
Probably has. Does it have its own?
I don't know. I'll roll its initiative, so we'll have it.
I'm about to become the pinata.
So, Gengar, you don't catch anything. You're investigating your ring.
Yeah.
You actually don't notice anything amiss. You don't hear anything as you're just investigating your item.
Okay. Makes sense.
So we'll just say that is your turn essentially because you're just distracted.
Yep, that makes sense.
Ruby, you do see some faint spectral kind of form slither into Gallus's body, and you don't exactly know what's going on, but what would you like to do?
That is a great question. Let's see.
What's my dex?
I'm gonna say that my character has never encountered anything like this before. Would that be something that? So I I'm not exactly sure what to do. He's right next to me, though, right?
He's pretty close. I mean, you guys were keeping watch on the doors. I mean, it's a small-ish room.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look at what I can do here. I guess I'll start by saying that I saw something go into Gallus to the rest of the group, just so everyone's kind of aware.
You did what? You did what?
Under the corner of my eye.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yes.
This is what he was talking about. Oh no. Do you know what it was?
No.
I assume we're still in initiative.
Yeah, so it's still technically Ruby's turn, so I will say that would probably be your bonus action I'll give you to have said that to the group.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to start shooting him, right? That would not be a good thing to do.
You can. It's entirely up to you. You have free will, Ruby.
Do whatever you gotta do.
I mean, I guess I will shoot him with my bow.
You just shoot this guy. You're gonna shoot down with your bow. All right, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Doesn't hit though.
Oh, well.
That might have a low AC.
Well, I do believe it has Robert's AC, so...
Yeah, I think she was shooting me, is what she said.
Yeah.
So you get spooked, and you get really sure what to do. So you just immediately pull Faithful out, just shoot directly at Gallus, and whether or not it being so spooky to you, you miss completely, or there's a slight bit of dodging by this creature within Gallus's body. You miss, and the arrow just kind of clangs off the stone behind Gallus. So that was your action and your bonus action. You still have your movement. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I will move slightly out of the way.
But you technically do have
another attack,
don't you? Yeah, you do have extra attack if you'd like to take another attack at him.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, when do they get their second attack? Yep.
Alright, that does hit, so go ahead and roll damage. So yeah, Gallus, you're just standing there. All of a sudden, you feel like you have no control over your body, and then an arrow just pierces your shoulder. You kind of move back a little bit. You see Gallus's... He's still looking towards the door. He hasn't quite turned around yet, so you've kind of hit him in the back of the shoulder. So you aren't sure how he's responding to this, but he doesn't seem to do anything. How
much is it? Is it 7 or 8?
7 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. So we'll move to Gallus's turn. So he's not able to do anything currently. But you see him turn. His eyes kind of a blank, pale, milky white as he turns around. And then he kind of looks at all three of you. And Ruby and Dane, you just hear this kind of like sharp, guttural language where he's just like, but Gengar, you're able to understand as he looks at you with this blank face. He says, "Was it you who killed us? Did you send it?"
What language is it?
It's in Draconic.
Oh shit!
And so all of a sudden, Dane, you see lumbering towards you. You see Gallus take a step forward at you, and he is going to swing his greatsword directly at you. So, Gallus, can you go ahead and make me an attack with your greatsword?
I can do those things. I clicked it. Did it not go?
I haven't seen it yet.
No, okay, I'm going to click it again. Okay, I promise I clicked it.
Oh, there we go.
See, then it goes twice, so 18.
It's lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
18 hits.
18 hits? All right, go ahead and roll damage for me, Gallus.
It's just the 8. The 10 was for the crit.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, Dane, you're just standing there. You hear him gutter language, something you've never heard in your entire language you don't understand, and he immediately swings directly at you, and he catches a good chunk of your armor with his greatsword.
Is it in my normal accent?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably not.
Probably not. No, it would. It sounds pretty much. It's your voice. It's your kind of timbre, but there's no accent on it. And even if it was, I guess you wouldn't really know if there was an accent on Draconic because you don't speak it.
Right. I cannot speak that. Cool.
So this thing, whatever, is just speaking with your vocal cords, a language you don't know. So
yet another attack. Oh, savage attacker. Oh no, that's when I crit. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I get my other attack? Is the question.
Do you have extra attack?
Yeah, I get an extra attack because I took the Valor Bard.
Yeah. Then he would know that, and he tries swinging directly at Dane yet again.
Here we go. Don't lag.
You get the sense that that's definitely it.
20.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a 23.
Jesus.
It's hard to gauge.
It's only 6.
It's hard to gauge from his face because it's kind of expressionless. It seems like there's someone else there, but they don't seem to be emoting at all. It's kind of looking at your amulet that you have.
My amulet?
Yeah.
That's you're lucky on that damage roll. That's pretty shitty. I'm supposed to average about 9 a roll, so only getting an 8 and a 6 is pretty low.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
Shit.
So you just kind of notice this in front of you, and that is I believe, the extent of Gallus's turn, and it's to you, Dane.
Yeah, I'm looking through my spells to see if I can do something with this thing. So did I see whatever entered his body, or is I just turned around and he all started attacking me?
You and Gengar were both looking at this ring. Ruby was the only one that saw it. She kind of told you guys what she had said. Her word said.
So I'm basically be like surprised as hell. I'd be like, "What the hell, frickin' Gallus? What are you doing?" And I'm gonna literally try to push him away from me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a athletics. Yeah, I guess if we're a big strength. I don't really know.
Athletics is strength based.
Yeah. Gallus, go ahead and roll me a strength check. See if he pushes you.
Just strength?
Yeah. Yeah, so you try to push on Gallus, and he's a lot beefier than he can. Visually, he's a beefy man, but for some reason, he seems even beefier than normal here. And you aren't able to push him away. You don't get any sort of budge on him.
So I'm gonna try to push him, like I said, and he's just a wall of stone. My eyes are kind of get big,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna panic and cast this on myself.
Ooh.
Okay. Are you the creature of choice?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a concentration, so I'm gonna put a concentration thingy on me.
Okay, so you got plus
Is that simple
2
fine?
AC.
I'll do that.
Look at you concentrating.
Nice.
Give myself a little plus 2 AC so I know. Okay. Is that the entirety of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll loop back around to the beginning. Gengar.
Okay. I am going to cast Deafness Blindness on this bad boy. Just blindness. I still want this creature to hear. It's got to make a Constitution saving throw against my spell DC.
Is that me then?
Or is it the ghost? I don't know.
It would be the ghost.
Okay.
And it seems to be completely unaffected.
Oof.
The milky white eyes don't seem to change at all. Or his ears.
Okay. What kind of bonus action can I do? Fuck. Oh shit. Is this a bonus action? No, it's not. I'm just can I say something before I end my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to reply to his question in Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did not kill you. We did not kill you. Leave us alone. But I'm sure it sounds like
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that on YouTube.
Its head tilts towards you a bit.
Uh-oh.
It acknowledges that you said that, and that's about it. You don't see any sort of change in its in Gallus' face at all. So is that all you like to do?
I think that is all I can do. I'm gonna comb through my spells and see if I can do a bonus action, but for now I'm done.
Okay. Ruby.
Okay, I will again just try to attack him with my sword. Or my bow, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That one hits.
And so Gallus, you take 7 piercing damage.
All right. Noted.
Again, you pull Faithfall back, release it, shoot him again. As he's facing you now, he has one arrow sticking out this shoulder. You shoot him again, it hits him in this shoulder. So he's got like 2 arrows sticking out of him. You have another attack if you'd like to take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's also going to hit. Oh, that one hurts a little bit more.
That one hurts a fair bit more. You get him kind of in the chest area. It seems to find kind of like a spot in his scale mail where you're able to get an arrow through. And it does. It seems to hurt him. He does kind of reel a bit from it. But Gallus is still standing.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'll put this here so you can see it. I'll put my hit points in the green one, so you can just see it there.
Gotcha. Perfect.
There's my armor class in blue.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Can you guys see that or no? If I put that in there.
I don't think it should be
Oh,
there.
they can't because they can't. No. They can't click on my character, so they can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, the bubbles, the 3 bubbles.
Yeah, the bubbles. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect then.
Nope, that's all I can do.
You all good? Okay. And it's going to be Gallus again. He kind of looks straight down at you, Dane. He gives us this kind of this sinister sounding laugh. Just
really straight down at me. Really.
Just looks down at you. Just pulls out his great sword and just goes bam, thwack, swing his Dane at you. Please roll for an attack on Dane here.
I'm gonna try to raise my shield.
I will do that. That's an 11.
Oh, don't even need the shield. With the help of your Mishakal seems to kind of guide your hand up instinctively. It's super easy. You just come. It's weird that the magic, the sword just kind of bounces off an unseen surface and just kind of bounces off. But Gallus immediately picks the sword up and kind of swings off to the side, please roll me an attack, Gallus.
Here we go. Even worse.
Somehow. It seems like
Yay!
the presence of this vaguely kind of radiant, holy aura around you is kind of setting this creature off a little bit, and just kind of swings directly over your head, misses completely. Doesn't seem to do anything else, so it is now your turn.
Unfortunately, it doesn't get my spell list, because my spell list is way better.
I think I'm just gonna try to attack it with my hammer, my warhammer.
You can try.
You try to bonk Gallus. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
You can go ahead and try. Oh yeah, you hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's roll for damage there.
Ow.
Oof, that's a good hit.
Yeah.
Low. You block with the shield. You're kind of dodging below that one hit, and you kind of come up and thwack him right in the hip with your gigantic warhammer. The blue glow of Mishakal's infinity symbol, kind of this guiding kind of light as you bonk him straight in your.
I also have that as a feat, so I get to add
you
one
get-
d8 to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's an extra 3.
Extra 3 damage.
Divine Strike.
Heck yeah, yeah. That's that glow coming from your.
We're doing Gucci, man.
Sadly, I don't have multi-attack, though, so...
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I'm just a measly cleric. They can't give me multi-attack, that'd be too cheap.
That'd be very powerful.
I don't think there's any other spells I want to cast right now.
Okay.
I think we're all still fine. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell this thing is, so I guess that'll be my turn.
I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great.
Okay. Gengar, on your turn, I will say that as you're kind of focusing on Gallus, from behind you, you start to hear a sort of coming, and all of a sudden you can kind of peek around you. You see apparating through the wall this blue kind of shimmering outline of what looks like an elf. Very old, ratty armor on him that doesn't look like typical Fair Morith, Braille, any sort of armor from around these areas. And he is going to try to possess you. So please give me please give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
It do
shit.
be like that. It do be like that sometimes. Ooh, that's not great.
So as you kind of turn around, you see this blue kind of form, and all of a sudden it just goes, and just immediately you feel a cold sensation come over you, and you are immediately overtaken by. You feel like you've lost control, and your eyes go milky white, and you're kind of wondering what's going on.
No, I was gonna cast Raven Feeblement next. Oh no.
So Gengar, on your turn, you are currently
That -1 charisma save, though. That -1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My poor +7, man. I rolled a natural 1, which, I mean, I was due for a natural 1. I rolled 2 crits this round, like this game so far.
Oh my God,
That was just a bad time.
Out of here.
No, we're fine. Gallus
We're all
is fine.
gonna be possessed by ghosts.
That's fine.
It's fine, okay.
So,
Maybe it's because you put the ring on.
No, you saw them before I put the ring on. They were gonna get us anyways.
And Dane, I will say with your passive perception, even though it's not, is it all that great? What's your passive perception?
It is 14.
Yeah, you do actually see that happen. So out of the corner of your eye, you're kind of in combat with Gallus, but you hear this kind of wheezy, kind of breathless sound coming from behind you, and you kind of hear a little sound from Gengar as it's kind of like going into his body. You kind of hear like a little like rattle.
My bottle was up here when we started tonight, guys. This fight has caused me a lot.
very stressed.
So Gengar, you are unable to move currently because something is currently controlling you. So Ruby, you also, with your immense passive perception, you also perceived that as well. You're kind of looking in that area. So,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
I will continue to try to hit Dane. Or not Dane, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting everything wrong.
I'm on the coast now!
Yeah.
If you can't beat him, join
I'm
him.
all on my own now.
Fuck him up.
Alright, go ahead and roll against Gallus.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that'll hit. Thank God for the crit, though.
11 damage to Gallus.
I'm still standing.
And then
Yeah.
He's definitely looking. It looks like you've got 4 arrows sticking out of him. He's not looking. I think it's like 5 at this point.
Status.
Yeah, he's.
I'm like Boromir, man, in Fellowship.
Exactly, but he's like a stone figure. He's not moving. He's just like taking them. He's just kind of as they're shooting him with bows. But he's starting to bleed a little bit. You can see some blood kind of poking between some of the scale mail pieces.
They took the little ones.
So you have
blowing
another
on my horn. Come on, Aragorn.
Oh man.
So you can do another attack if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll just continue.
Okay.
We're gonna have a talk when this is over. Oh my
Yeah, that hits.
God.
Go ahead and roll damage. 8 damage.
Oh, I'm alive. I'm still alive.
Yeah, Gallus does not look good at all. He, you can see these arrows just protruding out of him. He does not look. He kind of falls almost to his knees for a quick second, and then gets himself up. The milky white of his eyes just unmoving, essentially. So he. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Gallus now being pelted with arrows just all over the place. He's actually going to move this way, so he's still within range of Dane. You're the one that's kind of been doing all the damage to him, and he sees the radiant aura kind of around Dane. He's like, I'm not sure I'm going to deal with that, and kind of slowly marches over to you, and he's going to swing at you.
Okay.
All right, here comes my great sword. 13, not great.
I think that misses.
Yeah, misses.
So he swings at you, his lumbering form kind of throwing off his swing a little bit. He tries to swing at you, and you're pretty spry. You're small. You kind of roll out of the way of his swing as it comes down, and he kind of tries to pick up his sword as on the ground and swings back up at you again. So he's going to do another attack.
All right, don't be. Wait, I want it to be bad here.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, come on. All right, so he swings at you, and again, you're able to kind of duck, do a little kind of action roll underneath his swing as it comes up from the ground to kind of hit you, and you're able to dodge out of the way.
I rolled a 7 and a 4, and then the turn before I rolled a freaking 5 and a 3. That's rough. That is well below average.
Not great.
+6 is a good plus, right?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it is.
So that will be the entirety of Gallus's turn, and you will see behind you. You kind of hear this low kind of groaning from Gengar's body as he kind of slowly hobbles towards you, Dane. And Gengar, you're going to do an attack with your
Dagger?
dagger. You pull out your dagger.
Thank God, because I was so afraid that I'd be casting spells on you guys.
If I got to cast spells, I think this would go terribly for them because I have heat metal, and that would be brutal on our freaking cleric.
I'd
Yeah.
probably use like the most powerful spell I have, which is Blight. I'd just drain the water out of your flesh. That would be very bad. But here we go, dagger.
Crit. I'm on your team right now. Crit. Crit.
Wait, how do you... Oh, huh.
Yeah, hit the dagger button.
No,
Crit.
I was hitting the item name dagger instead.
I
of the-
deflect that little measly knife out of the
Yeah,
way.
it just kind of swings. It bounces off your shield. It bounces, kind of misses completely. He just his arm just kind of flails next to him, not able to do much with it. That is the entirety. That's all Gengar does. Is he kind of walks up to you. He doesn't have much to do physically.
Yeah.
And so now it is your turn. What would you like to do in response, Dane?
I'm gonna give something a try here. I'm gonna channel divinity here. I don't like how if I click a feat, it doesn't go to the thing. I have to literally copy and paste it.
So
Really?
you know what I did is for my bardic inspiration, I made it an attack that just does 0 damage, but it displays the text.
Oh.
So like I'll show you. Like if you go into my character sheet, you can see bardic inspiration. It does 0 damage, but it has a description that'll show up.
Why can't you just press a little speech bubble to make it pop up?
Holy crap! Is that what that does? Oh my god! I did not
Oh
know you
my
could do
god! Is that what that does? Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me? That's what that does?
You guys, oh my god,
I had no idea.
that is wild to me. Holy
Wow,
shit!
I did not know you could do that. I've been copying and pasting
Really?
crap.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that was
Wow.
a thing.
Oh my god, is that
You
new
guys are
for all of you guys?
That's news to me. I did not know that.
That is mind blowing.
Good job,
Yep,
guys.
I've been copy and pasting things. So yes, I'm doing channel divinity, and destroy undead is also part of that if they happen to have a CR 2 or lower.
Okay, so I'm going to roll turn wisdom. You said?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
And the number they're looking to beat is 16.
Okay, this is.
I can't believe that speech bubble does that.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Okay, so as you pull out your amulet, this glow. It's not glowing. You have the blue glow of your Mishakal symbol on your warhammer. That's currently kind of in one hand. You pull out your amulet. You start saying a prayer to Mishakal. As you do that, all of a sudden you see this spectral blue form just shoot straight out the back of Gallus's body.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah! I was
You
down to
see-
7 hit points.
You see this guy just shoot straight out the back, and as you're
Yeah.
you're looking, and behind you, you hear this kind of grotesque kind of moaning and
Yes. Claire,
wailing
yes,
kind
Claire.
of as also behind you, behind Gengar, all of a sudden he feels this cold kind of shoot out from behind him, and this ghostly bluish spectral form escape from his body as well. So you see 2 kind of elvish looking creatures, very ratty looking, skin kind of sloughing off a little bit, their armor banged up, essentially just almost you can't really perceive any sort of qualities about them beyond the fact that they're elvish. And you see those 2 kind of shoot out from behind you. They aren't dead, but they do. They're not destroyed. They're not evaporated. They just kind of get shot out from behind both of their respective bodies.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
I
play.
would like to also cast Healing Word, which for some reason did not fucking pop up in the thing. If I click the
Oh, you
speech
guys
bubble-
are running into that
Oh.
issue.
I clicked the speech bubble thing and it worked.
That bonus
Oh,
action,
the thing
though.
where it's not rolling for you.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
he
not
could
rolling
just
for me.
do a D4 plus the spellcasting modifier.
Well, I want to cast this at a 3rd level.
Man,
What does
my
that
legs
mean?
are like crazy right now.
Woo! Guys, here's the thing. If you took me down to 0, I'd still come back. I'm that good.
So I think it's just 3d4 if I'm casting at a 3rd level, so I'm going to do that.
It's 3d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, right?
Oh, because I'm a cleric?
It says plus your spellcasting modifier. What's your ability
Just-
modifier?
Oh,
You're
yeah,
clicking on the speech bubble because you're so infatuated with it right now. But all you have to do is click on the words.
It didn't work. He tried that
Yeah,
right
it's not
here, and
working.
it just nothing popped up.
Weird.
What's your ability modifier?
I think it's just 8, right? My spell attack bonus.
No.
What do you use to cast spells? What is your
It's wisdom.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
cleric.
what's your wisdom modifier?
4.
So yeah, you get
Woo! So 11.
yeah.
I
That
think there's
is-
something else with this too. Let me take a look.
That's some good healing. Oh, because you're a healing cleric, aren't you? Don't
Oh, yeah,
healing
I also
clerics
got
get a
this, too.
buff?
Yep.
What spell level did you cast that at?
3.
So that's 5 extra. That's some good fucking healing.
And I also have this too.
Oh, so you get
Oh,
I get 5
you
back
get
too.
you get your 5 back too.
Yeah, I have so many feats, it's hard to keep track of them. I'm sorry.
Oh man, look at you, Mr. Feet Taker.
It's honestly just from being a cleric. I have all this crap.
Life domain is a baller ass domain.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, I heal Gallus and I heal myself a little bit in the process.
You mega healed Gallus.
And I'm gonna figure out why healing word is not working correctly. So that's under my turn.
all right. So how many? You have a certain amount of channel divinities, correct?
Yes, I only have 2 per long rest, so I just used
Okay.
1.
Gotcha.
Oh.
All right. Gengar.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably just 2.
Turn around and look at my possessor in the eyes.
Okay.
And what can I do with a ghost? I don't like ghosts. I can't use blight on it because it's an undead.
But would you know that?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you're an undead dude.
Yeah,
Duh.
that's my specialty.
Kind of your thing.
I'm just clicking this to see if it works. Oh, now it works.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm in melee range of this ghost. I'm gonna try out Vampiric Touch.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead and roll an attack
wait a minute. Sure.
if you'd like to do
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it.
That 24 though.
that. Yeah, that definitely hits.
At what level? 3 is okay.
All right. So as you go ahead and is it you that's touching? What is
Yeah, so I'm touching the ghost with my necrotic hand.
So as you try to touch the ghost, your hand just kind of goes through, and it seems like the damage that you were meant to be doing doesn't seem to have any effect on the ghost whatsoever.
Oh, fuck! It's
It
immune
just kind
to
of its
necrotic
body kind of
damage.
it just kind of forms around where your hand went through.
Damn it!
Oof.
I should have known that. Fuck. I can't disengage, right? Because that
That would be your action.
would be an action.
Yep.
So I'm fucked. I have to stay there.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I get my accent back, guys. Aren't you excited?
Wish I could multi-class as a rogue. That'd be helpful right now.
The rogue wizard multi-class. I've never heard of anyone doing that.
Really?
Or just kind of
It
working
seems-
character, but like
I think they would complement each other, wouldn't they? Like
No.
what?
Sneak attack only works on melee weapons. You can't get sneak
No.
attack on spells.
oh yeah, we work on range, but range attack, but yeah, an actual weapon.
Oh, they're both like intelligence-based classes, though.
Okay, so like a cleric and like a paladin are also, or like a paladin or warlock also complement because they both use charisma.
Yeah.
No one told Lynn she was supposed to be intelligent, because boy, did I not put any points in the map.
Only one class of rogue I think matters, like the
It's arcane
spellcasting
trick. If you're
class.
arcane trickster, then yeah, but if you're not doing magic, then there's no point.
Then there's no point.
Or traps, but Anything else to do with your turn? Again,
I don't think I can.
Okay.
That's
Ruby.
it.
You see these two blue spectral forms. You saw that kind of at the corner of your eye. You see them now, kind of in full. Get their full the full appearance. They're just kind of floating, essentially, just kind of off the ground or hovering.
Please don't shoot me again.
No, not you. You're over that.
It hurt a
will
lot.
try. I'm sorry. It's for your own good. I'll try shooting this one over here.
Shooting that guy? Okay, go for it.
Ruby by herself did like 54 points of damage to me.
Wow.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, so as you shoot the arrow, I guess I have a question. Did we ever just say whether your... I don't think we ever said that your bow is magical. It's just... Well,
Yeah.
what it is, because I gave you a +1 to the regular attack in addition to your beast and face stuff, so... It seems... The arrow seems to pierce through a bit of its armor as you shoot your arrow through it. So you do a bit of damage to it.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and do another attack if you'd like.
Yep. Do the same thing.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Same thing. Surprisingly, the arrow seems to penetrate its ghostly form. It is able to kind of like wisp around it like it was Gengar's hand.
Perfect.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's it.
Okay. Gallus, you're able to regain control of your body. You no longer have these white milky eyes. The cold has evaporated from behind you as the ghost was expelled from your body via Dane, and you now have control of your body. What would you like to do?
Perfect. The first thing I would like to do is I would like to face the ghost that just came out of my body, and I'll go, you're looking a bit peely-wally. You might want to get that checked out. Casting vicious mockery.
Okay.
Those are the worst 3d4s I've ever seen in my life.
So, this ghost doesn't really seem to understand what you're saying. But it seems kind of hurt by what you... It can kind of sense the tone in your voice, and it feels a bit hurt by what you said. It seems taken aback a small bit.
And then, as my bonus action, I will do this. I'm going to cast this on our cleric. I'm going to go, thank you, Dane. Almost made me believe in the good or something, because that was fantastic. Please don't let me get possessed again. That was awful.
I'll do my best.
So within the next 10 minutes, you can add a d10 to an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or damage roll. Or you can increase your AC by a d10.
Oh, I can become super tank over here.
Yeah, you get one roll, and I get to mark that, because I only get to use that 3 times a day, and I've already used it once today. So I only get one more time.
Also, just for the sake of it, Dane, can you go ahead and give me a concentration check? Because you have been hit at some point, right? Someone did hit you?
Yeah, and after that I casted it. I've never been hit after I casted it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I whiffed real hard. I whiffed real hard on Dane like 4 times.
Right. Yep. All right, Gallus, is that your whole turn?
That's everything I can do.
Okay. So that ghost that was expelled from out of your body, Gallus, while it was turned and then it seemed frightened of Dane at first, doesn't seem like that it's as frightened of the situation anymore, so it's not feeling the need to flee. So he is going to go ahead and roll to see if he can get his possession back.
Uh-oh. See, Dane, you used religion, which I don't like, and then I used Son magic on you, which you don't like.
No. Is that a 5 spell damage? The damage we're supposed to be scared of?
Yeah, the
my-
range. Yeah.
So scary. The 5 damage.
No,
Yeah.
let's talk about my bardic inspiration.
Oh. I was
You
talking
are
about how you were saying how we're supposed to be we're lucky because you can only melee attack us when the ghost was in you.
No. I have heat and metal, dude. Do you know what heat and metal does?
Yeah.
Like you,
Okay.
heat metal would fuck you up.
Yeah. Casting that at 5th level, why not?
Yeah. You just auto. Like, you don't even get to save. You would just take, like, 5d8 fire damage.
Ouch.
So as you're kind of staring down this thing, you see him reel from your psychic damage that you did to this ghost somehow. You see him look directly at you, and you just hear, and he just kind of grasps at you and tries to grab your face. Gengar, you hear him say, "Why did you hurt us?" That's what he said in Draconic. So he is going to, as a 21 hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
So we're just yelling at each other in languages neither of us understand? Is this what's going on here?
Kind of, yeah. Why can't I... that's annoying.
By the way, what I said to that guy is supposed to be, you look a little pale or ill.
Bally Wally.
So as this ghost reaches out to grab your head, you feel all of a sudden the cold again, kind of, and the life kind of drain from your head a little bit, and you take 12 necrotic damage, please.
Whoop! Thank God I got a healer. 12, so that puts me at this.
And it is actually going to stay kind of right where it's at, just kind of floating right in front of you. And all of a sudden, Ruby, you hear from behind you another kind of softer...
I inspired the wrong one. I had to make a 50-50 guess.
You see behind you, it looks... excuse me. What is going on? It takes forever. My roll 20 is lagging like a mother right now.
Yeah, it's kind of laggy right now.
Okay, that makes me feel better because I just got brand new internet, which I named Roll for Initiative. I feel real proud about it.
That's great.
And I've been having issues on this website, so it makes me feel better that you guys are.
You peer out in this hallway, Ruby, and you see this kind of lighter, more ethereal, spectral form behind you. As this creature is kind of screeching at you, and
there's another one over here.
You don't see that, goddammit! And he is going to attempt to kind of like grab you and hug you. So he is going to go and attack you. That's a natural 20.
Oh boy.
That's a big ooh.
Good.
So that is going to be 23 necrotic damage to you. And I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, Ruby.
Okay.
So you feel as this specter kind of hugs you. He's got this horrifying visage on his face where he's like in a constant state of anguish. And he comes at you, eyes wide open. He grabs you, he goes through you. He doesn't hug you fully. He doesn't grab you or anything like that, but he kind of hugs you. You feel this life force leave your body, and those 23 hit points that you lost, you lose maximum hit points, those 23. So you have lost 23 maximum hit points, and
can't heal it.
You feel the life just, essentially, he has taken some of the light from you.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
Cool.
That's an oof.
Ooh, cool.
I can't do shit about that.
No, there's nothing I can do about that either.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, you also see another one, Gallus, come just kind of float in this doorway right here. And he moves towards you, and he's going to do the exact same thing.
We're surrounded.
Except he's going to miss.
So that Spectre is going to go ahead and try to head and hit you with an 18.
18 hit.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, the rolls are pretty solid on that damage for Ruby. So he is going to do 13 necrotic damage to you, and I'm going to have you do a Constitution saving throw as well.
Does it matter if I die? Oh, actually, it does, because I can go back to 1 hit point. Here's my con save. Probably not.
You feel him trying to take your actual life force from you, and you have a strong will that kind of resists it. And he isn't able to take those maximum hit points from you, but you do take the 13 hit points of necrotic damage.
So I go down to 1.
So yeah, you see Gallus essentially almost fall to the ground, completely lifeless. And he just kind of, his half-orc blood, he essentially just kind of sternly shakes it off, and he's just like, absolutely not.
Not today!
So that will be the Spectre's turns. This ghost that you expelled out of Gengar, you still got him, you still turned him, and so he is going to use all of his movement. He's just going to freak out and flee. And you see him just go straight through this wall behind Gengar.
You wimp!
Oh, I turned the 2 blue ones, but not the 2 white ones. That's what's happened, basically.
You turned both blue ones. The one, because he had taken damage, he was no longer turned.
Yeah, once I take damage.
The one that Ruby shot, but the one that
Okay.
Gengar hadn't been, this one hadn't been hit yet. So.
Okay.
Oh, that's really annoying. Hold on.
Thank God for my relentless endurance.
Yeah. Okay, so that ghost is currently fleeing.
Did you say I lost the max hit points, or no?
You did not know.
Okay.
You were able to repel it.
We chilling.
Dane, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I feel like you guys are leaving me no choice. I'm the channel divinity again here. This time I'm going to do this one, and I'm all out of channel divinities.
That's fine. We'll be fine.
So I can heal you guys for a combined 55 points, so I feel like Gallus needs to get most of that.
I would appreciate
you can just divide those hit points among us. So I guess you can do it however you'd like.
So I guess
I've been hit once, so...
So I guess I want most of it to go to Gallus, and then I guess if I have any left over, it can go to Ruby. Or can Ruby even get healed since she lost those hit points? It seems like, semi-permanently.
Yeah, because you haven't taken damage outside that hit, correct, Ruby?
No, I haven't taken any.
Yeah, so you can't be healed anymore currently.
So Gallus, I guess those are all yours if you want it, all 55.
Woo! I'm gonna take that. We're back in business.
You feel a really warm glow wash over you. I mean, you felt the cold of the Spectre kind of trying to hug you, and then all of a sudden you feel the warm glow of.
Shit, man! You might convert me to a religion.
Have you heard of the Bible?
I've only heard of the Bible that's been proclaimed by the Jehovah's Witnesses.
That's why you're so anti-religion.
Yeah, I'm super anti-religion, but Jesus, this might get me back into it.
Okay, is that anything else you're doing?
Yeah. Spiritual weapon time, baby. Oh, I guess. I want to cast it and then have it attack this one, I guess.
Okay, let me drag that in for you.
Actually, does that get its own turn order? I forget how it works.
No,
it's on your turn. It's on your turn. So where are you plopping it?
I guess I want to plop it right here.
Why is that? I put it on the fucking GM layer. I hate this. Especially when it's going so goddamn slow for me. I don't know why it's going so slow.
Oh, I forgot how badass your spiritual weapon looks.
Wow.
So where are you putting it?
1 down.
Right next to this guy?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's get a zoom in on that spiritual weapon there.
It's a pretty bitchin' spiritual weapon.
I think I clicked it. Why didn't that go?
I think it's just
cast at what level? I guess it would be level 2. That's, yeah.
12 force damage, okay.
God, it's like I have new life in me.
Yeah, you this kind of spectral, kind of almost faintly spectral, but mainly this flail with the electrical energy between the handle and the morning star kind of top of it
so
just swings down right to Spectre's head, bonks it right in the head, and you see, despite its kind of spectral form, it does take a good amount of damage. It doesn't look all that hot.
Nice. So the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move towards this one right here, by Ruby, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Perfect. Gengar.
Well, necrotic damage doesn't work on these bad boys, so I'm going to just do a good old firebolt and see what that does on this guy.
Firebolt?
Right.
All right, go ahead and roll for an attack. You throw your firebolt, and it seems to go wide. It seems to kind of it doesn't go through him. He doesn't seem to avoid. It just seems to. It's not like he's avoiding it, like not taking the damage. It just misses him completely. It seems.
Damn. Oh man, I wish I had a bonus action right now. I feel really cruddy about that.
Stay alive, buddy. You're doing great.
I don't feel like I'm doing great. Where is my cougar and where's Tabby and Birdie?
It may pop up soon. We'll see.
All right. Well, that's all I can do. Well, actually, I want to get out of here because I feel like I'm trapped. But both entrances and exits are blocked. So.
What was that slurp? What was that?
That's the Gengar slurp, man. That's him every time he sees a body. Every time he sees a body.
Oh god.
It's like,
I feel like every time I talk, I fuck up Matt's campaign just a little bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy. I want to see if I can pass through the ghost. Just walk right through it.
Okay.
Because I want to get out of here. So I'm right here, and I want to get here. Can I do that?
You seem to. Well, actually, it doesn't seem to work. It doesn't seem to work. You don't seem to be able to get past. But I mean, you were able to go around it. This thing that's directly below it, this tile below it. Yeah. You can walk over that. Like it's not like it's in the way or anything.
Oh, thank God. Okay. So it's
that's like the roof
it's
above.
It's more like I go here, and then
you can go next to it.
Okay. So now I'm at the entrance. You know what? I think I'm going to see if he'll do an opportunity of attack on me.
Okay. He is going
resistant. I'm resistant to necrotic damage. So come at me, bro.
Okay, so he does try to get a swipe at you with his hug, his friendly hug. And I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit you.
No.
It just seems to you're running too fast. You're too small. You just kind of zip right by him.
Yes.
And what you actually see as you walk out into this area here, you see your horses. They're like pretty skittish. They don't like all the undead presence around it.
Yeah.
But you also see. Come on.
More ghosts.
More ghosts.
You see a charred body atop a charred cougar.
Yeah!
Bernie and Tabby have finally arrived. You see Bernie atop Tabby. Tabby's
on top.
Oh my!
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's just legs rattled around. He's missing a leg, so he's having a hard time kind of holding on. But he is able to steady himself on top of Tabby. So you see them; they have just arrived, so they will be on your turn.
I've never been so happy to see my friends. Oh
we're not his friends, guys.
Loud and clear.
Ooh, that looks good.
So is that my turn? I don't get to. Do I have to wait the next go round for them?
Yeah, they essentially just arrived next to your
okay.
next to your ponies.
All right.
Ruby.
Okay, I would like to use this. Oh, whoops. Use this volley to attack all the three ghosts around me. So they're all within 10 feet of me.
Yep.
So I would like to do that. So I need to do each one individually, but
what was that?
I'll start with this one behind me. I'm sorry.
Okay, that one hits. Yep. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. Again, your magical bow, whatever is providing these magical properties, the arrows just go straight into him, and it seems to hurt him. His white kind of spectral form, kind of reeling a small bit.
Perfect.
Go ahead and roll for the next one.
That one over there. Just go in a circle.
Yeah. All right, that guy takes 9 damage. Again, also reeling. His blue spectral form kind of hurting a bit. He's not looking super hot right now, this ghost, from what you can tell of his ghostly body.
Awesome. And then the last one.
Yep.
Nice.
Ooh.
Perfect. As you shoot this one, you manage to get it straight. You're kind of shooting. You shoot right next to Gallus's head. It just kind of goes straight next to him. You're able to arc it just so. You're small. You kind of get it around his body, and it just goes straight into the Spectre's head. And you just see the Spectre just go, and it just devolves into mist, and it just floats away.
Yay!
So this guy is no longer with us. He just kind of vanishes into the ether.
Hell yeah.
Good. Okay. And then I can still use my my extra attack, right?
Can she use? Would that count as just her entire attack? Because she's using her action to do volley, correct?
That's a spell, I think. So yeah, I don't think you can do another attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only do a multi-attack if you do an attack, and then
But I think that's.
That makes sense.
I think that's your whole thing.
I mean, you essentially got 3 attacks, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that.
Okay. Is there any movement you want to do?
I will move kind of farther away from that other guy.
Okay, so that guy is going to take an attack of opportunity against you because he's trying to hit you. He misses completely. He just kind of tries to hug above where you are for some reason, even though he knows you're not down there. But you're able to get away.
Cool. All right, that's my turn.
All right, Gallus. You saw this arrow just fly next to you all of a sudden. It just keeps on going. Just went straight through this back to where you just see him just vanish into mist right in front of your eyeballs.
All right, I think that's going to give me the confidence just to attack. Here's the thing I'm wrestling with is like me as a person and me as Gallus are different, right? Gallus with that 10 intelligence probably doesn't know, so he's probably just going to swing his greatsword at the one in front of him.
Okay.
Whether that hits it or not, I have no idea, but I think that's what he's going to do. I don't know if it'll hit or if it's even able to hit. Does it now? I'm rolling big.
Yeah, that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the ghost.
That's a big. Jesus.
So yeah, so as you swing at it, it does do some damage, but it doesn't seem like it would do as much damage as the physics of your swing would imply it would be doing.
Yeah, I'll swing again.
Okay. Hit. Go ahead.
It does hit.
The same thing.
Wow,
you swing again.
So bad.
You kind of swing back and forth. You're just kind of flailing at it. It doesn't seem to do as much as you want it to.
And then I will use my last bardic inspiration on Ruby.
Okay.
And I'll say, that's quite a good shot. Please take the rest out. You got this.
Dane, did you do the lightning bolt as your bardic inspiration?
Yes, that's what I did.
Okay, so yeah, Ruby, you are now also bardic inspirationed.
Awesome.
So let me do this for you so you can see it. So you get attack ability check, attack roll, saving throw, damage roll, or you can buff your AC.
Sounds good.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's everything.
Okay. So this specter in front of you, Dane, he's just gonna kind of try to go in. He's gonna try to hug you as well.
So let me ask you: do I have to know what your attack roll is before I use the Bardic Inspiration, or can I just say I want to use my Bardic Inspiration right here to raise my AC?
I think you get to know, don't you?
I will tell you what it is.
Okay.
I think you get to know.
It is a 10.
Oh, that's a miss. Well, I don't want to use it.
So yeah, he for some reason he tries to hug you, and you're able to just kind of, again, you use your magical aura around you, just kind of, he's not able to kind of penetrate the radiant force around you. So
too big to hug. My shoulders are too broad.
Exactly. This ghost here, he is upset. He is going to try to get his possession back. Okay, he's going to float next to you, Gallus. He's going to move right here, and he's going to look directly into your eyes, Ruby. This kind of spectral form. I'm going to need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
As he tries to penetrate your body, the steel will inside your brain essentially just repels him. He tries to enter your body, and he's just completely unable to. And so he's just gonna sit there. He can't do anything else. That was his entire turn. That ghost is fleeing. And then before it gets to your turn, Dane, Ruby, I want you to make me a strength check.
Okay. Ooh.
Use Bardic Inspiration if you want.
Oh. Yes, I will do that. Thank you.
Do you want me to tell you? Yeah. I guess you don't know if you beat it or not. I forgot. Yeah, so you can do it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do it.
So
It wasn't that inspiring.
After this ghost tries to invade your body and you repel him, all of a sudden you feel something try to grab you. You don't know exactly what, but you just feel something essentially trying to grab a hold of you, and you're able to kind of cement yourself kind of to the ground, and it doesn't seem to have an effect on you.
Oh.
Yeah, I will just say that. Dane, your turn.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have my spiritual weapon go to this spot right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to have it whack the blue guy.
Bonk the ghost. Go ahead and roll an attack for that. Yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Definitely hits. All right. So there was the magical flail just spinning in the air, and it just comes straight down on the ghost's head. It seems to push his ghostly head straight into the ground, and he kind of slowly hovers back up. I don't know if ghosts can bleed, but it's kind of like his ethereal form is like kind of flickering almost. It's fading, kind of like it's not fully all there anymore. He is not looking good, is what I'll say.
Okay, so I'm going to whack him then.
Okay.
Warhammer, so I'm attacking the blue one with my attack.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Plus.
It doesn't matter. So you swing your warhammer straight at this ghost, and you catch it right in its chest. Actually, yeah, go ahead and whatever you have to roll extra, because you don't have a magic weapon, right? No.
Yeah, I was gonna do this because
okay,
I could add 1d8 to it, and that damage is whatever damage, divine damage.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're fine. So yeah, you swing this. It seems like the extra damage that you push into your warhammer. It kind of catches this ghost right in the chest, and as its kind of form starts to dissipate, you hear it utter something kind of quietly in Draconic, but since you don't understand it, and Gengar, you're too far away to hear it, you don't know what he said. But this guy essentially dissipates the same way that Spectre did. And
can I ask something then? Can I try to remember what he said? Like, just how it sounds? So maybe I can reiterate it later to Gengar?
Okay, go ahead. What should I have you roll for this? Go ahead and roll me. What the fuck would this be?
It's your ability to recall something.
So that would be probably
wisdom or intelligence.
I would think it would be intelligence, because wisdom is kind of like understanding people, or just kind of like around.
That history check.
Yeah.
Give me a history check.
History?
Yeah.
Oh god.
You think you have a pretty solid grasp of what this guy said. I mean, you think you have it in your mind. You think of something, and you have that phrase in your head.
Growl, growl, roar, roar.
Pretty much. That's exactly what he said. Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I guess the only thing I would want to do extra is put my spiritual flail right there. Right next to the guy.
Right here?
Yeah. Yep, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Gengar, you're out in the field. Oops. Oh god, I accidentally went past everybody. Gengar, you are out in the road here. You see Bernie and Tabby come in.
Alright, cool. Gengar's gonna step back a little bit. If I do Firebolt again, am I gonna hit Gallus?
From that location, and since you're small, I would say,
yeah,
you would be unable to hit the Spectre from where you are.
Do it! I'm fine.
Get closer.
I'm
like right there or something, yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you can definitely hit him from there then.
And Kablamo? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And Kablam!
Oh! That's a cantrip, right?
How would you like to do this? How would you like to kill this?
Nice.
I would like to catch him in his ghostly cloth and let the ghostly cloth become engulfed in flame, and I want the creature to shriek in pain and cry out to the sky as he dissipates into thin air.
And he does.
Better let me play the bagpipes on the way back if we're letting this thing.
Definitely, everything that you described definitely happens. You see these kind of flames burn up from within inside this spectral, again, elf. He's got like a kind of cloak over his head, and like the flames are just pushing out of his thing, and you hear him screaming, essentially just no, 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 over and over again. Gengar. I don't know what the draconic word for no is. Maybe I'll figure that out. But you also hear him just screaming something that you could probably assume is something like no, 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 no. Shit, 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 shit. In draconic, but he is screeching and oh wait. Yeah, fuck it. I'll let it happen. That shouldn't have killed him, but it was too cool, so I'll let it happen.
Yes!
Yay!
So you are free of all. You don't see any more enemies around you guys. It is not wow. Thank you very much. I understand. You don't know how the draconic language works. I do, Justin, and it's not that.
Oh God. We're going to have that serious talk about what we're going to do with possession. That shit hard. But also, oh my goodness,
I was trying to cast blindness on you instead of hurting you, but I never got the chance. And then also the ghost didn't take it, so...
Bane, that was amazing. I was literally almost dead. And then I wasn't even close to dead.
Thanks, but I think Mish calls to think, not me.
Whatever it was. Go ahead, Gengar.
Okay.
While you guys are talking, Ruby, can you roll me another strength check?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
You feel this force kind of controlling you, and all of a sudden you are flung 30 feet directly towards this back wall, and you go flying towards that back wall, and you just hit the stone, and your head essentially just kind of cracks against the...
What the fuck?
That's new, Ruby. I wouldn't do that.
So what? Yeah, so you take 13 bludgeoning damage as you
Holy
hit
shit.
the wall. Something has flung you directly into a wall, and you have no idea what that is.
Am I able to stand back up? Or is my head like cracked?
You're just flung into the wall. So what I will say is that we are still in combat. While you guys were talking, this whatever is something else is perhaps around here that is able to take it to do something to you guys. So it's back around to you, Dan. You just get kind of flung at it, and you kind of fall down. You aren't prone or anything like that, but you just get flung at the wall.
So I guess what I want to spend this turn doing is, do I see anything? Like, can I investigate?
You can do will be a perception check to kind of look around.
What a perception check.
Should I add the D10 to it just to make sure it's really good?
No, I don't know about that.
I think the 21 will be good enough. I was going to use it, but that roll is good enough to not use it, I think.
Well, I was very worried about you guys getting possessed. That was like the main worry.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I should have came prepared for this.
And the person who healed me got it first. So sorry, Ruby.
I get it.
You should probably get rid of yours, Lauren. You've already used it. Your inspiration.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. You rolled a 1 on a D10.
Yeah.
And you don't even like
you actually didn't need it. He rolled a 4 and you rolled a 4, so you actually survived it.
How do I remove that little icon?
So you click your guy, and then you click the thing on the bottom, and all the symbols come up. Then all you gotta do is click the lightning bolt, and it'll go away. It should be lighting up blue.
I don't understand.
I don't have that.
You should. Here, I'll come show you real quick.
Okay.
You click your dude, click that thing. And all these symbols come up, canceling up blue.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Messing with the flow of combat. So you don't see anything, Dane, with your roll, but you do hear a slight, a sort of very weak kind of moan from somewhere over in this direction.
That direction?
Right in this corner. You don't see anything, but you do hear a slight moan. It's like,
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go charging in that direction then.
Oh, just
yeet. I want my flail to follow me too. I guess I just have it go next to me.
Okay. So you're standing. What are you going to? Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you?
Are you gonna ask?
Are you trying to hit something? What are you trying to do while you're here?
I was just gonna stand there, and I guess maybe I can just try attacking where I think it is based on... No, I can't even attack. I use my perception roll.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just stand there and try to be on the lookout for whatever the hell it was.
Okay, as you're here, you do feel a bit colder than you were where you were standing.
Okay.
So Gengar, it's your turn.
Is there a small opening right here?
Where?
Here.
I'd say you could probably. You probably saw that when you were over there, and I'd say you're small enough you could fit through there.
Do you think Bernie could fit through there?
No.
Okay. I will go over here.
Okay.
And just prepare for an attack. I will. I'll do the what you call it. Like place a trigger for if something happens. You know what I'm talking about?
Hold your action?
Yeah. I want to hold my action.
Until what?
If a ghost or something appears, I want to cast a firebolt at it.
Gotcha. So you're holding firebolt.
Yep.
That's your whole turn?
Yeah, I think I'll have Tabby come over here to the front entrance just to guard it.
Okay.
And hopefully have Bernie still riding.
Yeah.
At this point, Bernie can get off Tabby.
Okay. I'll say he can put down next to him.
Okay. Yeah, Tabby can stay outside and Bernie can stay inside. Sounds
Gotcha.
good.
I was going to have a cougar icon ready, but I forgot to do that, so we have a direwolf now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Your turn?
That's my turn. Yep.
All right, Ruby, you've just been flung against a wall. You have no idea why.
Okay, so Dane did not share with us anything, correct?
He did not, no.
Nope.
Okay,
He just started running over to that corner.
Okay, so I will make a perception roll, I guess, to try to see if I see anything.
Okay.
Oh.
And that would be... I'll give you your +4 because it's kind of grasslandy-esque, kind of whatever. So you actually were able to hear the same kind of moaning sound from that corner.
Okay.
You don't see anything, but you do hear that.
Okay, so then I will move over to here too. I guess I'll just go right there.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do then.
Okay. Yeah, you do feel slightly colder again from where you were over there. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Gallus.
I am going to move 5-10 feet because I saw everyone else move, but I'm not going to get too close. Mm-hmm. And Gallus is just going to start singing. And he's going to do a counter charm. And he's going to be singing like an old orcish like folklore song.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to help or not, but this is what I'm going to do.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's my turn.
So you're just playing this on your bagpipe. You yank out your bagpipes, you start playing. The sound kind of bounces around.
Yeah.
You're going to do your bagpipes?
I think it's just he can. I think he's just singing right now. He's got. Yeah, I don't want to put my sword away, so he just starts singing like an old I'm thinking like a shanty, like an old orcish shanty.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll me just a perception check really quick.
Yes, my bread and butter. Yeah, that's about right.
While you're thinking, you are curious about how well this place works acoustically. You are not able to get an idea of how well this place works acoustically from where you are located, but the sound just kind of bounced around this tower area-ish, this hall that you're in, but that's about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So, after you do that, so as you start kind of singing, I'm going to have you give me a strength check.
Me?
Yep.
All right, just straight out strength. Oh God!
So you feel something in your body try to pull you up from your feet. You kind of feel your feet lift a little bit, but you're able to kind of shake off whatever effect this thing is trying to have on you, and you are not able to. You stay there. You're not lifted. You're not thrown like Ruby was. It doesn't seem to have any sort of effect on you. Ruby Jane, sorry. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Perfect. That ghost is still fleeing. Whose turn is it now? Dane, now it's your turn.
So, do I still hear it in that same spot?
Go ahead and roll. I'll just give you. This won't be your action. Just give me a perception check.
I just want to swing at it if I still think it's there.
Okay. It seems to have moved a little bit away from you. It seems to be somewhere over here.
Did you go to the map? Because I don't see anything line up.
Oh, sorry, I was on fucking GM. Here. It's kind of from the area going towards kind of Ruby and kind of maybe that direction. It's hard to say.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at that area then.
So right next to Ruby, essentially.
Yeah, right where I hear it from.
Okay. You go ahead and swing your hammer, still glowing blue. And your hammer just doesn't seem to hit anything.
Whoa. I'm gonna look at everyone else and kind of like shrug, like I don't know what the hell. And I guess I'll end my turn. I don't know what else to do.
Okay. Angar. You're holding your action. You have not seen any creature appear.
Yeah. I'll just continue to hold for now. And in the meantime, I'd like Bernie, just to cover all of our corners, I'd like him to go over here.
Okay. He kind of slowly shambles, his charred corpse slowly moving over.
And if he has an extra step, maybe I want him to start exploring the area. Maybe like go this way.
Okay, what is his movement? Oh, his movement is only 20 feet, so he was, what, 1, 2, 3. That's as far as he can go.
Okay, sounds good.
And you're just going to have Tabby kind of guard the door as well?
Yeah, Tabby, I don't want Tabby to move from there. I want her to just kind of stay there, stay put.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm still holding Fireball.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Ruby. Again, it doesn't, you saw Dane swing at the space next to you. Doesn't seem to hit anything. You can't determine that he's hit anything. So, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll just make another perception and see if I could see anything else around me.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you do the same thing I did for Dane. Just give me a check. I won't make it one of your actions or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you did the exact same thing that he did.
Wow.
We're safe right now.
Over this way.
And it's in the same spot?
It seems it's in this direction somewhere. You hear again that kind of soft, real soft moaning.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my bow in that direction then. See if I can hit anything.
Okay. As you pull back Fayfall, you let loose the arrow, and as soon as right after it hits, right before it hits the wall, you hear like a little like screech. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I mean, something made a noise over there. You're not exactly sure precisely where it is. I mean, you shot essentially in this direction, so it's somewhere real close to this direction. I'll tell you. You are able to determine that.
Okay. Am I able to do another attack, or was the perception part of that? My actions.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. I'll do the same thing. Same area.
What the fuck? All right, go ahead and roll damage. All right. Again, you hear that same kind of shriek noise as you maybe hit something.
All right. I think that's all I can do.
All right. Gallus?
Oof. If I look up, is this just a destroyed building, or are there layers in this tower?
So from where you are, the light is kind of illuminating, and you have dark vision as well. So I won't make it. You just see there is more above you. There is part of the ceiling still being supported, but you can see above into a higher room that looks like it probably leads even higher up into the tower.
All right.
What was left? What's left of the tower, essentially. Anyway.
Gotcha. I will yell out. Are we just firing at wolves? Are we going to continue to explore the tower? I don't see anything, but I can continue to sing if we would like. I will head up over by... This looks like more of the tower over here, I'm guessing, right? I have some movement. 30 feet, I believe.
Draw for you is where the outline of the tower is. The tower is essentially this.
Okay.
That is what goes straight up above you.
Gotcha, and there doesn't seem to be anything to connecting it up.
What do you mean?
Do I see like a staircase?
You don't see a staircase or anything like that, no.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Nuts. I don't have the ability to fly. I doubt it. Yeah, that doesn't sound like me. To do. I will, for my action, continue my ditty. So continue my counter charm. I don't think I have like a limit on counter charms. I think I can just do it.
Isn't it part of your bardic inspiration?
Is it?
Yeah. I think you lose a bardic inspiration dice every time you use it.
Oh, then I couldn't have done it in the first place because I used them all.
This is as an action.
Counter charm. Player's handbook. Come on, roll 20. This stupid thing.
I vaguely remember that being a thing when I played Billy in the other campaign.
Here's D&D Beyond, counter charm.
It does not mention it. It's just an ability.
Yeah, really? It does. It takes my action is the thing. Like, it's my entire action to do this.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it requires anything besides you just singing.
Yeah, like it's my like I'm not attacking, I'm not looking, I'm not doing anything to continue this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, and for as all I know, like this might not be doing anything. It's just like I don't have too much better to do.
I'm thinking of cutting words. My bad.
Okay.
And I will travel 10, 20, 30. Is there more over here, or is this just like the wall?
I will show you.
Am I still within 30 feet of you guys, is the question. I am still within 30 of everybody.
Oops.
That's pretty clutch.
Clutch.
You essentially see a pretty wide open kind of plaza area as well. You don't see a whole lot, but I will tell you that you can see that essentially. It's just an open area. You don't see anything in that area.
Nothing to do with this tower. Got it. All right, that's good. That'll be my turn. My song will be about a great orcish battle where we defeated the dwarves.
You're just walking the dwarves, singing a tune.
I appreciate that song.
Again, man, I'm just trying to keep you not being frightened.
By singing a song about orcs killing dwarves.
That's great.
Could be worse.
Dude, it's not my fault. That's the lyrics of the song, man. It's just an old.
Ruby, can I have you make a strength check for me?
Again?
Again.
I like picking on Ruby.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ruby's buff.
So you feel a similar sensation. This is the third time you felt this. And all of a sudden you feel yourself, you just go boom, straight into the ceiling right above you. You crack a bunch of the stones from the ceiling kind of start falling down. You just go straight into the ceiling, fall right back down to the floor.
Oh my god.
It's like when we're in one of those ghost movies.
I was thinking Fusro Da.
And you take 10 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ceiling.
Ragdolls.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, you take 10 as you hit the ceiling, and as you fall back down, you fall back down to 10 feet from the ceiling. You take another 6 damage as you fall down.
Oh my god.
The pieces of the boulder above hitting you as you fall to the ground. Again, you don't seem to see what's causing this. All of a sudden, you're just getting thrown a lot. I'll say, whatever this is getting angry, and you do hear kind of guttural screeches at you as it does this. It's like an angry screech as it just boom. You just get thrusted straight into the ceiling and straight back down.
Can anyone else hear them, or is it just me?
Huh?
Can anyone else hear that? Or
yeah, everyone in this room.
Okay.
You would hear. I'd say everyone, even Gallus actually out there. You hear this guttural scream.
Okay.
That ghost is still leaving. That ghost is out of the picture. I might as well just take him off the whatever. Dane. So you would know. I would say with your perception, the roles that you've been doing, you know that this guy is right here. We're in this tower right here, but you still can't see him. But that's what you know exactly where you heard that screech from.
Yeah, I'm going up to it. Me and the flail, and we're gonna go give him a whack.
Okay, go ahead.
Business.
Go ahead and roll an attack. There's a disadvantage because you can't see him.
I was mine at disadvantage, but Ruby's not.
Oh, she was. Trust me, she was just rolling fucking high.
Oh,
she rolled 20 and 21 both times. What's she doing against that? As you swing, you try to swing. You can't. You don't seem to connect with anything.
That natural one. It's a natural one because you. It's a disadvantage, right?
I know, but I can still add a D10 to that, right, for my inspiration.
You could, but isn't it an auto fail on a nat one?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have my flail try then.
Okay.
That one you might be able to.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
You see your flail come bonking down. How would you like to do this? How would you like your flail to kill this thing you cannot see?
I would like for the spiritual flail to like kind of swing at it, but it to like not hit him. I want to like kind of wrap around his neck and just like decapitate him, even though he's a ghost. I don't know if I can do that. You know what I mean? It just kind of like wraps around his neck and pops it off.
I would say you do that. It's hard to. don't know how long your flail's thing is, but I guess it can be whatever the heck you want it to be because it's spiritual. It does kind of wrap around, and you don't really see a decapitation. You don't really notice any change in tension, really, between it tightening and popping something off. All you just hear a little, and it just presumably is no longer there. You get to feel the cold kind of goes with it. It kind of just mists out of this room through this wall that's right next to it.
Nice.
So that thing is no longer with us.
Can we frickin' leave? This place sucks.
We just got the ground floor.
Yeah, I don't know. I only got this one ring, and this place is really dangerous. I don't know if it's been worth it.
Didn't those spirits look like elves to you?
Yeah.
Dane,
They're speaking Draconic too.
Dane and Gengar, give me a history check.
Damn, son. Not as good.
Yeah, Dane, you're not able to get a good read on who these people are. Gengar, you can identify these, seeing the armor, having taken a look at these ghostly forms. This is armor that you've seen during your time at the Cliffs of the Anduin on statues.
Mm-hmm.
So these, you can probably hypothesize, were Anduin people, elves from the Anduin Empire.
And they speak Draconic for some reason.
I will tell you that you would also know Draconic was the main language of the Anduin Empire. Common wasn't really a language spoken by a lot of elves in the past. It was mainly a human language, and it kind of always has been. Draconic isn't really an elvish language at all, but that was something that they often spoke. It was kind of like the common language to use, even if you were a human, even if you were a dwarf. A lot of the writing in any Anduin place you've seen, especially at the Cliffs, is all in Draconic. It was kind of their common, essentially.
Mm-hmm. So I explain all of that to them. These ghosts they dated the Anduin Empire, and they spoke Draconic mainly. That was their daily language that they spoke. So that doesn't seem out of place. What does seem out of place is us. We need to get out of here.
Can I try to rephrase what I heard that one dying one said to Gengar?
Yeah, so
to the best of my ability.
Yeah, so you repeat what you heard the dying. What was a ghost, right? I think that was saying it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he speaks what he thinks he says to you, Gengar, and you interpret what he says as Storm Desk. What?
Storm Desk. What? That doesn't mean anything to me.
That's exactly what he said.
Fuck
off!
There is a desk here. I don't see a desk.
You know, I've studied the Draconic language in my time at the university at the Cliffs of the Anduin, and that was not a phrase that any of the Anduin soldiers said. So it does seem weird.
Sorry, I tried.
You're a fantastic healer, but your boom's out the window.
Comes out the window.
I think I just need to practice rolling my R's for that Draconic. I don't know.
Yeah. It does take some getting used to. Red rose. Yeah, so let's get out of here.
100% agree.
I agree.
I'll follow your lead. It's too bad we couldn't get up there. And I'll like come back in and point out.
Yeah, it's also too bad this place is haunted to the nines.
I'll send a report to our friend. Let him know never to come here.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Who's our friend that you're talking about?
Oh, Phil. I think.
Phil. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll let him know about that phrase. Maybe he'll know what it's about.
What was that? I just saw something
Desk
zoom across
storm.
the screen.
Storm desk. What was it?
A leftover thing.
Desk storm what?
Desk storm.
Storm desk what? Storm desk what is what?
Storm desk what? I'll let him know before we go to bed.
This is the next conspiracy theory that Storm Desk What actually means something.
Yeah.
You've unlocked the secret to the campaign.
Inside, that's an anagram for where the Elder Swords were located. I'm telling you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, STW.
They're actually 3 words of power, and you can use it to shout.
Yes. Infinite ink to write all of your letters.
Alright, let's... okay. Gengar is gonna climb up on Bayorko.
Okay, so you guys are just leaving.
Yeah, that's what I think we should do.
So,
Yeah, probably.
we almost had someone die, and I found a ring, so... I'd say
Successful.
mission accomplished, yeah.
Successful, we got a ring.
Yeah.
Is there any rocks, like small, like stone rocks that would like show the craftsmanship?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I want to describe some rocks.
Where are you looking right now? You're in the back area. Oh, you're in the middle of the room. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can go in the back to try to grab some. Maybe that.
I just wasn't sure where you were. That's all.
Oh yeah. I wanted to point up, but yeah, let's. I want to grab some rocks. Maybe we can palm these off as Anduinian rocks.
I'm actually gonna go over there and help you.
Oh yeah, you want to help? You want to grab some rocks?
I totally want to help you because I got something that I would never thought would actually come into use, but I got this thing.
You used that in the very first question, actually. You went to the cathedral and you used that.
I forgot I had it until I was just looking at it. I heard something about rocks. I was like, I think I have something regarding that.
Dude, yeah, get that extra +4.
So what exactly are you looking for here?
Oh my god!
You're not helpful. Oh, roll your D10 though.
Oh, there we go. Now we're thinking.
Yeah.
Oh my
Big brain.
God.
Big brain.
Okay,
Hey! That's a 17, right?
What are we up to?
Oh,
Well,
no, your history's a
proficiency
-1.
bonus. So what's your proficiency bonus?
It's 4 at this level.
So you have
Yes, 4.
You have a 13, right? Or
It's double your proficiency bonus.
well, you're doubling your proficiency bonus on 0, though, right?
No, proficiency bonus is just 4. That's all it is. Right?
So
No.
you're
You are
rolling-
No. So he's considered proficient in history, so it wouldn't be a -1; it'd be a +3, because he's considered proficient right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually rolled a 5 plus 9, so you got 14.
+4 because it's double that.
No, yeah, I'm saying that he rolled a 1
Mm-hmm.
plus his.
Oh yeah, 9 plus 9. He rolled another D10, so it's like an 18.
Whatever. Okay, so what were you trying to do, Gallus? What are you trying to look for?
Just some good like old like looking stones, or just like anything that would show like old craftsmanship stones, or like of this building that I could take back and make like a souvenir pawn off or something like that.
So there are kind of like columns, essentially. They're not really kind of embedded, kind of like.
If there's anything with like iconic like pictures or like old like etch work, that would be like ideal, but I doubt I'd get that.
There's kind of these columns that are embedded in the walls that are holding up the tower, essentially, kind of on the four corners of where I've drawn the thing. That a lot of it's been kind of eroded away or kind of roughed away, where it looked like there was some sort of reliefs that were depicting art on these columns. So a lot of it's kind of unusable, but as you're kind of searching around, it takes you a little while, but you do find what looks like a good, I'd say like 6x6 rough chunk of the relief that's fallen off, kind of face first down into the ground, so it's kind of avoided a lot of the wear and tear from moisture. Well, whatever, who cares? I don't know if that's how anything works. But you do find this clean, essentially. It's cleaner than the rest, and it kind of shows, has some, what looks like kind of cuts that kind of form what looks like what might be a language. It might be Draconic. And you see kind of these rough profile people, a man and a woman. They both kind of have pointed ears, and they are looking at the sky. And a bright sun is kind of shining down on them. And then on either side of the sun, kind of in the sky, essentially, you would see two silver triangles. They're not really silver. It's kind of there's a tiny bit of silver left in what it was like it was carved in, and then the silver is inlaid. There's most of the silver is gone, but there's a little bit of silver still remaining inside the stone, and that's what you see kind of on this relief that you picked up. And when you kind of take it over to Dane to look, give me a religion check also, Dane, just because for it.
Hey man,
where's it at? There it is.
That sounds about right.
So this is obviously the origin of the stonework. You can tell is it's older than all the stone around here, besides the four columns. So even though the distressed writing and what might have been writing, what might have been reliefs at some point, that's all hard. You can kind of tell that the age of this stone that he's picked up and the stone in these columns is older than all the other stone around here, as if this was, it's much older, as if this was brought from an older establishment to here. Ooh. It wasn't carved the same time as everything else, the stone to build this building.
I guess I'll just repeat that information to Gallus.
And you, with that roll check, you aren't really able to identify. Those silver triangles are some sort of emblem of a deity of some sort. You know that much, but you don't know for who precisely.
Put this in my inventory.
And I will say, you actually do see also. There's text kind of in the sun itself, but again, you can't actually
read it.
Read exactly what that says. Yeah.
Hey, that was way more valuable than I thought it was going to be.
I heard stone, I came running.
Dude, that double proficiency plus the bardic inspiration came clutch right there.
Yeah. The natural one didn't though.
I mean, you still got, what is that? 8 plus 9 is 17.
Yeah, not terrible.
Have you had all your fill in souvenir hunting?
I'm ready to leave.
This is going to solve all our problems. This is totally worth it.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
This ring does something cool eventually. let's all settle up then. That includes you, Bernie. Get on Tabby now.
You watch Bernie. Bernie, yeah, he can kind of hear you from. I mean, you're within 60 feet, so he can. You don't even have to really say it, but you do, and he understands, and he hops on. So I will say it's probably getting real close. It's after all this fighting, searching, exploring. It's dark at this point. You are past dusk. The sun has gone down. Ruby, you are having a very difficult time seeing because you're kind of essentially using the light of Dane's light cantrip, which I assume is still going, correct? It lasts for like an hour or so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you still have that.
Where do we want to make camp? Do you want to just do it on the other side of the moat?
Let's 100%.
Yeah.
Let's get over the moat.
Let's get over the moat. Or do you have the ability to take us over, Dane?
Yeah, just gotta give me another 10 minutes here.
That'll be a great time to practice my skills with the bagpipes.
Unless you guys really want to be in a hurry, and I can just cast it instantly with the spell slot.
I mean,
we're going to go to sleep anyway, so if you would do that, that'd be very helpful.
So I'll say, you guys have hopped on your horse. Tabby and Bernie are all following you. As you're leaving this area here, let's give you guys a visual. You actually hear these loud growls. You're atop your horses and you're starting to leave. You hear these loud growls and these really like deep guttural barks as you see pop out from the ground. You see these weird, super armored.
Oh my!
They got skin on their belly. They got what seems like kind of like a chitinous, almost rubbery texture atop, a gray texture atop, and it's just kind of making this barking noise as you guys hop on your horses and you start leaving. They kind of burrow, they pop out of the ground and kind of slam on the ground, dust and dirt flung out from all over the place. And I think that is where we're going to end the episode.
Had your wish.
Man.
Apparently, that's a not super polite way of saying be quiet. Had your wish.